unexpected ally. Oh, excuse me, Joel.
An unexpected ally?
Excuse my goddamn fucking goddamn.
God damn.
Use your goddamn.
I mean, like,
I
god
don't
damn.
know.
For me, the role playing is when I swing the axe. So if I'm not doing that, I'm not doing anything.
Well,
that
you'll
is-
have
that
plenty
is
of
pretty cool.
opportunities
I
to
mean,
do that this week.
Literally half of your lines in every RP is just. Oh wait, what? That's what we're doing? Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Wait, can I hit it now? No. Okay.
That's the stupid thing. Oh, okay.
I want to say, if I'm gonna I'm gonna do this without looking at the doc. I don't even think there is a doc for last time.
There is.
Did I not upload
There
it?
was.
There is.
You did.
Oh, there is.
Okay.
Well, I'm not even gonna look at it. So I believe last time we went to the Temple of Gond to recruit Nim to our cause because we need a nimble right to bring to the windmill, the abandoned windmill, correct?
It's a old tower.
To the old tower. We went to the abandoned windmill to find all those homeless people there and fight the demon people, I think. There was a windmill somewhere.
There was a windmill somewhere.
That was
We went to the Temple of Gond. We purchased Nim from Valletta. He now lives in Zirek's room and is teaching Zirek common sign language so that they can communicate further. But luckily for us, Callista already knows common sign language, so she can help facilitate the communications. After we got Nim, there wasn't I don't think a ton really happened. Zirek and Golian decided to 1v1, and someone got 3 nat 20s in a row, and it was super unfair.
Super unfair. This guy.
Super unfair. 3 nat 20s in a row, and this guy's never rolled a nat 20 in normal combat.
Okay, so even with the 2 20s, he would have still knocked you out.
I'm still talking about I'm talking about the 2 nat 20s and the 3. The 2's included in there. The 1 I was like, okay, it was bound to happen eventually. 2, that's kind of crazy. 3, insane.
To be fair, it does happen irregularly and usually at the most random of times. The fact that it happened in that fight when he's not rolled very well
It was
ever
hilarious.
was just bad luck for
Really
you.
funny. It was terrible luck. I think I had a fighting chance.
It was great for the crowd, and then we got a bunch of money out of it.
It will
so-
absolutely help you in the future.
Yeah, but I got 50 gold from it, so I'm happy. And now Zirek and Golian are slightly better friends.
Slightly better acquaintances.
Acquaintances. Yeah, we're gonna work our way up there.
Yeah, that was basically
That was
it. It was like 2 hours of you did a thing, and then you spent another 2.5 hours
We
in
did more
Troll
than
Skull
that.
Manor.
Because Daisy got her carrying
Oh.
pouch.
Yeah, we got that carrying pouch.
I
And
took
then
out a loan.
The ale thing happened.
Oh, yep, the ale thing happened.
The ale thing happened. We went.
Yeah.
I don't think I
took out the
went.
loan. No, it's just
Uh,
Goliath and Warren.
Yeah, they went to get ale, and the guy was really snarky with them or something. He sucked, basically. And
Went to get dwarven ale.
they needed dwarven ale, and he gave them dwarven wine. And we can't use dwarven wine, so we gotta either wait till the beginning of the next 10-day or something for our shipment to arrive.
It's literally coming today.
So yeah, it's like the next morning or whatever.
Yeah.
We had to make some money somehow, though, so that fight helped. How much did we make total? Because I made 50.
I
and Golian
made
50.
300 gold, and you guys took nothing.
Wait, for real?
Morin.
I was like,
No, yeah.
Hold on.
It was about 160 gold was won from the fight. Golian got 100 for being the winner. Zirak
True.
got
Okay,
50.
that's right. Because I remember we were trying. I think it was
Dustin
Morin tried
got
to split it
2,
even.
and Morin kept the other 58.
Wait,
Okay.
did
Just eight.
Warren make
Just
fun?
eight.
He made money
Warren
gambling on
made-
a fight.
Morin made more money than the person in the fight.
Technically, Morin just
no.
collected the money from the employee that started taking bets.
I only got 8.
Dustin
That's
sucks, by the way.
very
I hate
moral.
Dustin.
Or
I'm a
8. Yeah,
Dustin
math
hater.
is hard.
Yeah, I got. Yeah.
D1 Dustin hater here.
I mean, the guy was literally like,
He makes
All
fun
drinks.
of Zirak every time he comes to the table.
Yeah.
stop giving
Which
people
has been, like,
fish.
twice. It's you know, it's kind in his culture.
Yeah, but
That's
making
fucking
fun of
all
them
right
isn't.
Wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah, when you're talking mean, he's gonna ignore you and treat you the same way.
All right. Can I have my inspiration
For what?
for doing the recap?
Was that really a recap though?
Yeah,
Was
I
it
recapped
though?
what happened in the last session.
I would give it to him.
Yeah, that's
That was
fine.
honestly better than my last recap because the one before that I was just reading straight from the notes.
Damn.
Hey, it's what the notes
mean-
are there for if you need them.
Honestly, I
it's-
mean, the
more fun
guy
to read
writing the
that.
notes is doing a great job, and it's really thorough and kind of.
That is true. But he
kind
already
of a
has
read, too.
inspiration.
That's true.
I just took it
Man-
off. I think it
man
was
said,
left over from last
"Your
time.
whole ass."
You can keep it.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
He said he's not giving it out enough, so you guys need to start keeping it.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, you're
or
right. I
using
forgot
it.
about
I just remember that from the videos I was
I mean,
watching.
Yeah,
had
no.
nothing to use it
Callista has inspiration. Zirak has inspiration. Morin has inspiration. Ajoli, you're the only one that's actually used inspiration
I've
recently.
used it.
Oh, I was about to say.
It's just the last time we were in a fight, and not like.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've had to stretch out the last 7 sessions
good.
because assholes keep skipping.
Oh, by the way, next week I'm out.
I'm gonna fucking kill. I'm gonna kill you if you're. I swear to God.
I'm not.
You better not
He
fucking
knows
be.
where you live.
I do.
I
I've got your
just,
goddamn address, and I
this
still
is
haven't
just
sent
idiot.
those thingies either, and I know it,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Look,
Is it
here's
just
my
bait?
screwdriver. It's not on my wall because your asshole won't send my fucking peg thing so I can put it on the wall.
Can we get
you're
some
right.
cookies?
Uh,
I imagine the sounds, and I imagine them so good.
wait.
Yeah, these are the
I
things that
imagine
he's
them
waiting
so
on.
good.
No, it's still quiet. I can't hear it. It's fine.
Oh, I dropped my camera yesterday, and the lens on it, I'd have to like actually use force to turn it for some reason after I dropped it. So I took it out of the lens holder thing, smacked it really hard, and it started working again.
Because of
Okay,
Yeah.
so recap has been accomplished. Clickies have been sorely missed. You guys all wake up the next morning to the sound of a bustling tavern beneath you, where it sounds like you are getting your deliveries for the day.
Yay!
Zirak, you notice Nim has been kind of cleaning. Like you wake up and you notice that your room is significantly more tidied up than it was when you had gone to bed. There's not a speck of dust. All of your little nesting, kind of bird feather fluff is gone. And Nim is kind of just filing away at something in the corner. He sees you kind of rustle and
Good morning, Nim. What are you working on over there? Is there anything in his hands?
it looks like a piece of metal that he's sharpening to be to be made into something.
Oh, that's cool.
He's almost trying to whittle, but it's with metal instead of wood.
Thanks for cleaning the room. Is there anything you wanted to do today? I think we're gonna go to that tower, maybe.
He just keeps nodding at you.
Cool.
He kind of stands up. He walks over to the door and opens the door, and then walks over to the open window portion of your little turret and looks at you, and then points down, and then points at the door with his other arm.
Oh, you're saying you want me to meet you downstairs?
He kind of points to himself and then points to the 2 exits again.
Do you want me to carry you out the window? Do you want to go downstairs? Do you not care which way you go downstairs? Can I try to carry Nim and fly out the window?
Sure. Make a strength check.
Strength check.
Say you need a 12 or better.
Well,
Oof. So you you kind of like hop on Nim's shoulders. You grab your talons into the little like cogs and inner workings of his shoulders, and you basically like turn him and tell him to just like jump, and you're gonna guide your way down. As he jumps out the window, it takes you by surprise, but he puts his arms out like he's gonna flap. And you can feel some of the cogs and everything kind of like grasp down onto your talons, and it catches you way off guard, and you aren't able to react quick enough as you guys both just hit the ground.
Nim, I thought I was the one gonna be flying.
Yeah, you were, but not with a 2.
No, I know. I'm saying to Nim.
Oh, gotcha. And you're gonna take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Yep. I knew that was coming.
Oh man. 0 for 2, bud.
Well, let's head inside.
You can see the front door of the tavern is already like open. You can see a few carts are sitting out there with your various deliveries. You can see one has meats and cheeses. The other one is your wine and ale delivery. And then there's another one that has it's a smaller cart. It almost looks like a pastry cart. Morin, as the rest of the party kind of descends, you can see the people, some of the workers that are just kind of restocking, and you notice some of the members of the guild giving you everything. And you also notice the dwarf that helped you before at the Brewers Guild.
Brewers Guild. Do I see his cart?
Yeah, his super large cart with just casks upon casks on it.
All right, I'm gonna clap my hands, be like, "Excellent!" And I walk over to him and start inspecting the carts and see what I can see.
Hammond will look at you and be like, "Ah, guess you weren't kidding. This is your place, huh? Cool. You were looking for dwarven wine before, right?"
Dwarven ale.
Ale. Pulls out a little pad, starts looking through it. Ale. Oh, yeah. Should be behind the bar. I already brought that in.
Great. He made it halfway back yesterday before realizing it was wine.
He kind of looks at you and gives you like a snide smirk. My mistake.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
You can see him kind of like moving his hands and grabbing other casks of wine and ale from his cart, weaving them in through and around you and the other workers walking around. You see
Come a little bit too close.
You see a Jolie to like
some cheese. Can I have some?
It goes right around him as he's coming down. He sees the cheese cart and the other guild member that's unloading the cheese cart kind of makes eye contact with the Jolie and it's like, you look like a white cheese kind of kitty.
I love any cheese. Give me cheese.
You see him again. It's kind of interesting. All of the guild members seem to use magic in a very unique way, as like normal mage hands aren't able to lift a ton of weight, but it seems like all of these guild members are able to use a kind of mage hand mixed with telekinesis to be able to move all of these different pieces of gear. You see one of the crates in the back pop open, and these two big wheels of cheese start to fly towards you.
Get the Parmesan.
One of them is this sharp yellow color, and the other one is this kind of more pale white color.
Get the mozzarella.
Parmigiano.
How's the cheese flying?
He's bending.
Flying cheese, Jolie. Chew with your mouth.
I'll try and grab the lighter color one with my mouth.
Here he brings it basically right up to you. He sees you start to salivate, and he kind of like moves it up towards you, and you can see holding underneath. Hello. Holding underneath the this wheel of cheese, you see just an ever so faint outline of a hand, kind of bringing it up to you as you're able to just take a chomp down. And yeah, this tastes like it's a nice smooth, good cheese.
Is that Marley in the background?
Yeah, Ellie just got
He's
home.
going absolutely crazy.
He also wants cheese.
He does also want cheese. He needs the cheese tax.
Understandably.
He's a round boy.
He is a. Hey, don't call my dog
Round as a
fat.
wheel of cheese.
I said he was round, dude. He just ate the whole wheel whole. Like, what do you mean?
No, that's
It's like
what a
fucking
Jolie
Tom and
did.
Jerry up in this bitch.
At his skinniest, Marley is still roundy boy.
He's
is
conspicuously
round,
cheese wheel shaped.
If you take Marley to the vet, do they tell you he's fat?
Yes.
Because they did that with one of our cats, and my wife was in denial.
I mean, in all fairness, Marley's only like 7 pounds overweight. Granted, that is like 30% of his weight, but
Yeah,
Seven
7 doesn't sound like much. Like,
for a small dog, it is kind of a lot.
kind of a lot.
My mom took our pit bull to the vet, and the vet described him as a perfect specimen,
Oh, nice.
which was funny to hear. And then the other one is fat.
You see, after you're able to take a big chunk out of this white cheese, the cheese kind of basically exactly what happens. The cheese starts to like kind of just sits there in front of you as the other wheel of cheese goes around, and you can see it go down into the cellar. The other dwarf there takes out his little notepad and be like, "Looks like we're gonna need another Gouda wheel." Yep. Okay. Great.
Sorry.
And he kind of just like writes it down and be like, "That one's for you, big guy."
Right,
take
it's
my-
a Buddha.
Take my cheese and go sit at a table, happy.
As you guys go sit, or as you go to sit over at the table, Hammond looks back at Morin as he notices that Nim and Zirak both kind of just flopped out of a window. He's like, "Hey,
A very,
Feel that
very
squawk on the way
heavy
down.
sigh.
you guys good?" And you feel this like invisible weight, like kind of lifting you guys up to your feet.
Don't worry,
you,
they're
Invisible
fine.
Force.
I'm gonna walk over and just tap him on the shoulder and heal him for 3 damage.
Nim is looking very confused at Zirak as he is like,
Okay, I think I picked some of that up. Well, I was going to fly us down, but you spread your wings out and scared me, and threw me off balance. If I fly us down, you gotta stay still. It'll work next time. We'll try it next time. It's gonna work eventually.
you see him pick up his little file from the ground, and he just kind of goes to walk into the tavern.
Good morning, Morn.
Alright, give me 1 second. I accidentally hit the shortcut to switch to desktop too, and I don't remember what the fuck it is.
Windows key tab.
Thank you very much.
Who uses
We're all
that?
playing Dungeons and Dragons right now.
Accidentally hit it, and I'm like, fuck, I can't see shit.
The bigger
keep
question is, why is the
that.
Linux guy the one helping him?
Because
Brother,
the Linux guy
I'm
is
in
a
ops
smart,
now, dog. I don't do Windows help desk bullshit.
smart computer operator, man. Yeah, so well, old bud, our shipment's here. Dwarven Ale's behind the bar. We have our automaton. And now we just need the third thing,
The silver knife, which we have.
the silver knife.
You see Sochi sitting over in a corner like, oh, okay, fine here, and he kind of like holds it, and then he kind of holds it closer to him. Nah, I'll come with you. Puts it back in his holster. For thematic purposes, he's with you.
Gotcha.
Stay. I can hold on to it if you need me to.
No. No, my friend, this is mine.
Okay.
It's the best
Well, I'm so glad that you're,
Sochi voice I can do.
It's pretty spot on.
It's not bad. Well, I'm so glad you're excited.
You know who we haven't talked to in a while?
Who?
Sleeping.
Sir.
Who?
I just look at Morin.
You got to remember, Sochi doesn't know about Sir.
I know.
Yeah,
he doesn't- I know he
I'm gonna
doesn't
give
know.
it like this side look and try to do the subtle thing, but Morin's not subtle, so I'm gonna be like, he doesn't know, like he doesn't remember. Like, when
Do
he
not
does
know
this-
what?
this thing. It's okay, Sochi. You're fine. Don't worry.
And I just look directly into Xochi's eye and say, "Sir."
You see, like, make an insight check.
Insight check. Oh, the rolls today are not great.
Ooh,
That's first one was 2 + 2. This is 4 + 4.
You see just like a faint, like, shudder in Sochi's eye, like he's giving you, like, you know, that Forrest Whitaker eye where it's like, eh. I don't know how else to explain it. But
it twitches a little bit.
yeah, his eye twitches a little bit, and you can see that, like, maybe something wants to happen. Something is being suppressed right now.
So Sir is not out in the open right now.
No. Sochi turns around and is like, okay, you're being weird this morning. Ajali! And he goes up and just comes up and gives you high fives, and like he kind of wraps his arms around one of your legs and wraps his tail around the other leg. He's,
I say, Sochi, want some cheese?
I miss you. Cheese?
Cheese. I rip off a chunk of it and give it to him.
Ole! Starts ripping it up.
A big chunk
Starts
falls
chewing
out of the
it
side of
down.
his mouth.
So
When your white ass does his voice, that kind of feels a little like racially charged to me.
okay, I'm just as white as Sleeping is. For the record,
yeah.
I'm about to say.
He's got some family that's like
Doesn't he
He
speak
speaks
Spanish?
better Spanish though.
donde?
Donde?
¿Por qué no, mi amigo?
Da. That's not Spanish,
Okay,
but it's
it's
fine.
called the biblioteca.
It's the other white language.
Ya has ya, amigo.
You like
Shrimp
cocaine?
pasta? Are you gonna kill Nathan?
That's why it's over here and not with Bethany.
Okay.
And one.
Oh, you're in the chat.
Yeah.
Okay, well then go to your office and tell me this. Because I can't hear you right now.
To your office.
We can.
Well,
You're
yeah,
trying to kill
apparently.
Nathan? We know. We can hear.
He
The
hates
plot
me,
has been
it's
set
fine.
in motion.
She's over there holding her mic like, there's shrimp pasta in the fridge for you. Like,
heard.
if you were to just say that in the microphone, I'd be able to hear you. But instead,
worry, we
she's
know everything.
whispering it next to me when I have headphones on. I can't hear her.
You know what? Just because you're ungrateful, I'm gonna eat your shrimp pasta tomorrow.
Good.
Yeah.
You need to eat it before
Amber,
Nathan
you
gets
can
here.
have it. Steven's being ungrateful.
Ungrateful ass.
You even being a bitch, what?
Yeah, it takes one to know one.
Whoa,
Goblin.
Did Marley eat your
whoa.
cheese?
I mean,
Don't insult my haunter.
no, he's
As
this week.
as you guys are debating and talking amongst yourselves and the guild members, you see a tired and wide-eyed Callista come downstairs holding a little Daisy in what looks to be nice new shiny armor.
Oh,
It wasn't armor, it was a harness.
Well, a nice new shiny harness.
So she can be attacked.
Daisy.
Tactical
Good
Daisy.
morning, Callista.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. Not everyone can be an early riser.
Mm-mm.
Do you want any cheese?
You see Sochi and Ajoli just like gorging down on this nice
That was a
white
beautiful sound
cheese.
effect.
They look up
Sure.
for just a second and then go back to it.
Cheers.
Did
There's
you
a
say
moment.
sure?
I think so.
Okay.
Oh yeah. By the way, Morn is super concerned about this. He's like,
Talk
"Stop
to
eating
Morn.
all our cheese
You hear
for the customers."
you hear one of the other dwarves be like, "Yeah, don't worry, I already wrote it down. We'll give you another. We'll send another one out."
So, we
Man, we
can't
should
get
pay you more.
customers, I'm just biting
Right
right
on
into
it.
Oh, don't worry, I take tips.
While you're on it, can you give me like some fish?
Yeah, the fishmonger will come by later today. The guild sets you up with all the fish.
Wonderful.
I'm surprised you don't have a pond here with the amount of fish you guys order.
Well, we have some very
That's not a bad idea.
That is not a bad idea at all.
very fish-fueled people in our party.
I hate
But
it.
then will they be pets or food?
Fish are
Both.
friends, not food.
Fish are food to me,
Birds are food to me.
but I'm friends. I'm a bird person. All right. If a
And I
fish
like
person
bread.
walked by, I would not eat the fish person.
The Kuatoa are going to be very happy you've said that.
Wait, who's gonna be very happy I said that?
What?
What?
You
I
said
didn't
that?
hear who you said.
Shame. Watch the VOD.
Well, I don't eat fish people. I just eat fish. Just like you don't eat bird people, you eat birds.
As far as you know.
Take a slight step back.
I go back to my cheese.
Is there any fish in the general vicinity that I can eat?
Not with if you wanna go into the cellar and grab some fish, you can grab some fish.
Too lazy to go into the cellar.
I'll grab you a fish when I
No,
go back
no,
and get
it's
the
okay.
ale.
I'll have some nuts and berries. It's probably healthier anyways.
Yeah, you'll have some nuts.
Too much protein
Whoa, Zirak is
and fish oil.
not of age. Actually, he is of age.
Came up last time.
Bird
Did it?
eaters. This is the second time it's come up, guys.
Well, maybe you
Man,
should
what
just get older, so it's not our fault.
Well, my character can only get to 30 years old, so I didn't want to limit him, so I made him 10.
Hey, just remember, this is a fantasy world. You can live as long as you'd like.
Apparently not.
Till you die.
Exactly.
Until you fly up to a roof and get killed again.
As you guys are watching the guilds come and go, replenishing, you see some of your bartenders, barmaids, your cooks kind of coming and starting. You can hear some of the cooks in the back starting their prep work, cutting stuff up, getting the furnaces started to be able to cook and heat up your food. You see all of the casks of everything starting to get brought downstairs into other
Did I
things.
literally just start before I joined?
Kind of,
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
We
Okay.
started like 8:35ish.
Sorry you guys had to
um,
wait so long.
It's okay.
It's okay. We were talking and doing other stuff. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're just sitting here.
We had shit to shoot.
We were gossiping.
Okay, cool.
We were having a girls' night of our own.
We were talking about you. Oh wait, shit.
Well, you know what?
Wow,
I wish
Blue
Steven
Falcon,
would talk
dude.
to me like that, so be thankful. Steven doesn't want to talk with me about any gossip.
Yeah, because
Oh
you
my
hate all the
God.
things I'm interested in.
I said gossip.
Yeah. I'm not going to gossip about things I don't know about.
He wants to gossip about the newest Destiny YouTubers
You have
and
to
what they're doing.
speculate, dude. That's the whole
I
fun.
meant about our friends, but that too.
I love to gossip.
So I don't like to talk shit about our friends, Ellie.
Yeah, you just like to get shrimp pasta and
Billy,
poison them.
you can talk shit about me as much as you want. He has enough ammunition to
Oh
last
yeah,
for
we
a
do.
lifetime.
That's fine.
Oh, we do. Don't worry. But it's all out of love.
Yeah, I
Mostly.
Mostly.
I'm sure
Okay, I'm sorry.
feels the love.
Continue.
You guys all realize you have everything you need in order to locate the vault and open the vault.
Guys, do you think when we go to the vault, we should pack for an overnight trip? Do you think this will take us more than a night?
Well, I don't know. Might be nice to bring some provisions, but I don't think we're going to be camping out anywhere.
I'll bring some cheese.
I want to put together some little trail mix
Okay.
pouches.
I'm gonna give a little side look to the cheese dwarf. I'm gonna say, Master Cheese Dwarf, what's your name? My name's
Master
Warren.
Cheese.
My name is Chad.
Well, Chad, thank you for your help. I'm gonna flip a gold piece to him.
Great cheese.
I like you guys. Puts it in his waist.
We like your cheese.
Amen. Nom, nom, nom.
Well, you know, they don't say cheese for nothing. With that, he just kind of like, and you're with your delivery's done. Cheese you later. Walks outside. You can see his cart get smaller, and he kind of just like picks it up, puts it in his waistband, and starts to walk.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah. Wish I could have tipped the other guy before. Oh well. All right. Well, I'm gonna go grab the thing. Are you sure you don't want to fish?
Yeah, I
A
guess.
good breakfast is the best way to start off the day.
I guess. I'll take a
All
fish.
right.
I'll come down and get the fish.
I'm gonna look at Julie and Sochi. That's not the worst breakfast.
It's high in protein. Nom, nom, nom.
Is it high in protein?
And fat. Oh, and Sochi is like, you can see all his whiskers are like just covered in cheese. He's got cheese crumbs all on his paws, down his like, inside his cloak and his armor. It's just this melty cheese, and he's like holding his gut. He's like, oh, it's so full.
Well, we might
I'm
be
gonna
hearing
need to ride
Sochi.
this off.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Callista, do you need a breakfast? You ready to go? You still waking up?
Yeah, I'll be good to go.
All right. Well, I'll be back. I walk inside and approach the bar.
You see one of the barmaids sitting there with an empty slot where that cask of dwarven ale would normally be behind the bar. It's currently sitting on like the bar stool, the bar top, waiting to be like stocked, basically.
I'm gonna approach them and say hi. Good morning, Lauren here.
Oh, hi, Warren. Oh, it's so early. What are you gonna... I expected you to be sleeping. I don't normally see you this early.
Yeah,
see
I don't
me this
always rise at the earliest occasion, but we were waiting for the shipment today, so have a strange request, but we're gonna need this this cask of ale for the day.
The dwarven ale?
Yes.
Dang. Okay. And he kind of looks around. He's like, "Can I pour one first?" And then he kind of looks back at you.
Only if you pour me one too.
My man.
Yeah.
He pulls out 2 flasks of the grounds, taps the keg.
Will this affect our ability to get into the vault later?
I hope not.
Pours you one, kind of like hides the fact that he's tapped the cask like away from the rest of the party, puts your glass on the other side and kind of like slides it to you, and he's kind of like jumps behind the bar and is like,
All right. Well, give me 1 minute. I have to go down and grab some breakfast for my companion.
You got it. He just slurps down.
Yeah, I'm gonna start drinking as I head down to the cellar and to grab a good fish for my
Lots of
bird
fish
friend.
there. You're able to find prime specimens for your bird. You grab a normal size, like a mackerel type, a nice white fish.
All right, white cheese, white fish. Not white ale, but fuck it, let's go.
Morin racist again. Only the white stuff.
He's perfect. Comes back up. You can see him with this
No comment.
mostly normal size fish in his hand. He kind of tosses it towards Zirak.
Eat up. We got lots to do.
Thank you, and I start.
Very nice. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, I finished my drink real quick
Luck on this
and
man.
Well,
set the taker back down on one of the tables.
Sochi kind of like repositions himself and is like, okay. To the tower!
While I'm setting my drink down, and I go to the bar and grab the cask.
Sochi kind of like taps the side of you, Jolie, and is like, I'm gonna need the ride.
I'll go ahead and throw him on my shoulders.
And he just like
Nim's shoulders.
points like a steed. Nim looks over to you, Zirak.
I pat his shoulders with my wings, and then I hop up, so he knows that like I'm going up for the shoulders first. We've done this multiple times before.
I think just once, right?
Twice now.
He just kind of like grabs your talons
All
as
right.
you're kind of like sitting and standing there like you would like a child.
And I point to the direction that Jolie and Xochi are off to, and I say, "Follow them."
And you're off.
Orange just following along, just lugging the fucking cask. Like, I'm coming, guys. Don't worry.
We're all up enjoying a song with Xochi, like having a march over here. Look back,
Can we slow down a little bit,
lagging behind.
please?
Sochi looks at you. Should we call the cab?
Please.
Or do you plan to carry that the whole time?
We might have
I
to
mean,
switch
you are
off.
big, strong paladin, so...
Yeah, but I didn't have the best breakfast this morning.
Not enough cheese?
No, it was eaten before
Ah.
we get any.
Okay. Pulls out a
I still
card.
have a little.
Oh, pocket cheese, really?
Pocket cheesy. Ew.
It's nice and moldy. That's how you get... That's high
Cheese is
price.
It's the
Where the
taste.
tang. That's where the
Yeah.
tang comes from.
The tang. Sochi pulls out a card from his patch. A whole roller. Yeah. Where are you going? To the southern ward, please. All right. Like maybe 20 seconds later, pulls up. You see Roller in all of his glory. It looks like his carriage has just taken... it almost looks like it's just been detailed. It's immaculate. There's no mud on the wheels. There's nothing hanging from it. All of the nice like tassels and everything from the roof liner are all nice and clean. As he opens the door for you, there's like this nice, almost like minty smell coming from inside the cabin, like it just got cleaned. All right, Southern Ward, huh? Man, it's early for Southern Ward. You guys better not be getting into any trouble. What's the
You know us, Rolo.
what's the cask for? You planning on having a party?
Something like that.
You can
Please,
see
party.
a new like kind of compartment opens up in the back of the carriage, and it almost looks like a trunk like folds itself out of nowhere. And you see him just one hand grab the cask, lift it up, and put it down into this like large trunk in the back of his carriage. He looks at you and is like, "Yeah, I wouldn't want to carry that the whole way there."
Yeah. Yeah. It seems easier for some more than others, though.
He kind of you see him kind of like like that, and you can see his belt. Sorry, I forgot mine was undone.
Nice view.
I'm fat. Don't judge me. You can see
You're the
his
nerd.
belt has this large, like, kind of facial imprint of a giant.
Oh.
And if anyone that's in the vicinity, if you want to make a perception or arcana check, I will tell you what it is that allows him to do this.
16.
17.
You said perception or arcana.
Yep.
I would like to say that Zirak is thoroughly irritated by the mint smell, as most birds are.
Elantro. What?
Mint.
Mint?
I know.
I guess birds don't like mint.
Birds don't like
Callista and Morin, both of you notice him kind of showing off his belt and recognize that this is a belt of giant strength. Zirak, you know this belt is of usually there are some of various rarities and various different power levels, and due to the ease that he was able to lift this cask, it would give you an idea that this is probably one of the higher end belts.
You mind if I draw your belt?
Oh, this old thing? Sure.
I scribble it down.
That should be a good thing to add to your encyclopedia.
Yeah. Scribble this down in my encyclopedia of all things.
He's kind of like, he's got his fingers in his belt loops, and he's kind of posing for you. This little, like, 3'5" small man kind of posing. He's got the tiny little legs and a small stature, but his upper body, boy, he's got it. He does not skip arm day.
I draw extra, like, musculature and stuff into the drawing to make him look as good as possible in the book so that he's happy.
The dwarf kind of looks at your sketch and is like, I like it. He gets back into the carriage. Everyone else gets into the carriage as you start to go, and he starts to ask you about your drawing and note-taking abilities.
What about him?
Just what? How long have you been doodling in that little notepad of yours?
Oh, for years now. It's part of my tribe's culture to where we create encyclopedias that get information sent to a even bigger encyclopedia at our home village. And with our goal is to have this encyclopedia contain knowledge of literally everything in the world.
Literally everything.
Literally.
Wow.
So we all write down everything in our books, and it automatically sends it to the big one.
Interesting.
But I want to go home eventually soon. I've been away too long.
Where's home for you?
The northern regions.
Like Icewind Dale Northern?
Yes, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been up there once. There's this weird owl lady. Scared the bejeebs out of me. But I guess a lot of you bird people are from up there.
Do I know of this owl lady?
Make a history check.
23.
You get flashes of a tale of somebody called the Frost Maiden.
I feel like I've heard of it before. Something
You
about the Frost Maiden. Does that sound familiar to you?
I've heard stories of a real powerful mage, I guess you could call her. But yeah, she was
I'm gonna give her something.
up in that area. I don't know too much about her, but she seems interesting, to say the
Most
least.
people up north are.
I'm trying to
If
find
you want to play.
her.
Okay.
I'm trying to find what her actual name is.
Is it not another campaign?
Yes,
I think I know what
showing
one's
us that
from.
one.
Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden is the name of the other campaign. But I can't find her name, and it's not that important, so that's fine. As you guys are continuing to talk, you find yourself passing through the castle ward into the trades ward, and as you get into the dock ward, you can see the street splits as you're kind of on the edge of the dock ward and the southern ward, on the edge of the street called the Way of the Dragon.
That's
and Brian's Street.
That's not Balder.
Ryan.
The way of the
Dragon.
yeah. Who was like?
Blaspheme
We're
not
gonna
the
name.
name of Brian.
This is the way of the dragon, and this one is Brian.
As you guys kind of approach, Sochi says, walks over to like leans over to Roller, and he kind of just like points, and you can see in the middle of this almost like alleyway kind of is this large abandoned old tower, with just like a single chimney riding up the side of it that has smoke currently coming out of the chimney.
Oh,
Is it the thing that's marked red on Brian's street?
Yes,
Okay.
right there.
Yeah.
thank you. I could not find
That's what I
Brian
was-
Street for
that's
the
what I was
life of
looking
me.
Well, the way of the dragon's
Yeah,
very
there you
big.
go.
So
Well, I mean, yeah.
As you guys get out, Roller turns around to you, Zirak, and is like, "Thanks for talking to me about who you are and where you're from. This was good information. I might have something for you in the future. If you're planning to return up north, I have a cousin that's up there that could use some help."
maybe I'll keep that in mind. Do you have a name for me?
We'll talk more about it.
Okay, I write down in my book like a bullet point. Roller's cousin up north.
And with that, he just bids you farewell. This trip is on me, fellas. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Wow, thank you, Roller.
Yeah. Business has been good ever since your tavern opened up, and you guys have been there's been business getting sent my way left and right. So as far as I'm concerned, you guys ride for free.
Awesome.
Thanks, Roller.
I'm gonna go back to the back and grab the cask.
Almost like with lightning efficiency, as soon as you pull the cask out, you can see the chest kind of bloop, roll itself back into the back of the carriage, and you can see Roller's hand out the side give you like a kind of peace as it flies away.
I'm gonna try to like wave, but my arms are full, and it's just like doesn't work out.
It's like a as you guys walk up, you can see this large, what would probably be like 3 or 4 story old tower, pretty dilapidated. It looks like it's kind of starting to fall apart. The roof isn't super put together from what you can see. There's shingles like falling all around. There's no gutters on it or anything. The area all around the tower is very unmanicured. And it looks like there used to be a sign posted on the door but the words on the sign seem to be like scribbled out.
There's no way to make them out.
You can make an intelligence check. Try and see what it says.
18.
It looks like it used to be a for sale sign that has since been scribbled out.
This used to be up for sale. I tell the group.
The outside of the door has a tiny little peephole with a closed iron shutter that you could see probably opens from the inside.
Anybody else want to go first?
Absolutely. Is there a door handle or a door
There
knob?
is.
I'm gonna try it.
As you go to turn the knob, the door is open.
All right. Well, this isn't the door, guys. Apparently. Let's go in. I heft the cask and
As
Start walking
you go to open the door, there's this rickety sound as the door opens, and you can hear some sounds of talking, kind of shushing on the inside. As you go through, you can see four individuals that are wearing garbs and colors and sigils that are very familiar to you, specifically, Morin.
what do they look like to me? Do I
You
recognize them?
you recognize them as House Rosnar colors.
Oh,
You can see them kind of stand up. Hey, stay your business.
We're here to make a delivery. I show them the cask.
All right. Are you with the guild, I'm guessing? She's meeting with the others.
Great. Just point me where.
Yep, right through here. You see one of the guards goes over to the other door, unlocks it, and kind of ushers you guys through.
Thank you, good man.
Yup.
That's our-
Guys want any cheese?
Oh, what kind?
Just some nice white cheese here. Pull out of my pocket. Show 'em.
Oh, yeah, I haven't had cheese in a long time. Yeah, you see all four guards start to, like, come right around you, and they kind of just, like, put their hands out. There's definitely enough cheese that you're able to, like, give a good chunk off to all four of them, and you still have plenty for yourself. Oh, yeah, thank you. And they just start immediately just chowing down on this cheese.
Enjoy the cheese. It's good.
They kind of, as Nim walks in with you, they kind of, oh, that's weird. I didn't know the guild had a nimble right.
He's a new employee.
Right for the cheese.
That's smart. They don't have any rights. They just keep
I'm
eating.
like, don't listen to him, Nim.
Warren gives a concerned look back.
As you look through the rest of the room, you can see a stone spiral cut staircase that curls up and down the tower. Set into the west wall, there's a fireplace that's been blackened with soot and a burnt heap that used to be a padded leather chair sitting next to the fireplace. Standing next to this burnt pile of chair, you see four individuals. Three of those individuals you notice as members of the Carpenters Guild, the Sellers Guild, the Masons. All of these guild members you met when having Trollskull Alley or Trollskull Manor rebuilt. The fourth character you see is this kind of semi-cloaked noble woman that you recall seeing before in the yawning portal, taking special note of you. As you enter the room and become like kind of in full view of her, you notice the conversation immediately stops. And she looks to the other, the three guild members and says, "Pardon me, I have some business to attend to. If you'd like to meet upstairs, we can continue this meeting in just a moment." The three guild members kind of just like accept and walk upstairs. As they walk upstairs, she looks at you and is almost like surprised, but also impressed and elated all at the same time. She's trying to hide these emotions from her face, but there's too many of them to be able to indistinguish between them. She looks at you, and in just like a broken voice, you hear, "Morin? Is that really you?"
Morn is my name.
Oh my god.
I've seen you before, haven't I?
Yes. I thought it was you that day at the yawning portal. I had no way to be sure. Do you... Well, apologies. Do you know who I am?
I take a hard look at her, and then put down the cask. I have no idea who you are.
You get... While you don't know who she is, you do get a strange feeling of knowing. Like, you don't know who she is, but you feel like you know who she is. She starts to walk kind of towards you, and she notices this, large, impending, brooding, cheesy cat behind you. It's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you had brought guests. Please, any friends of Morin are welcome here." She kind of just waves everyone else into the room with her. She makes more space as you guys kind of fill.
I don't even look behind. I just keep staring at her.
And I'm gonna say,
Wondering.
"Hi, want some cheese?" Nom, nom, nom.
Oh, thank you very much. I've eaten. Enjoy that cheese. It looks like you're enjoying it very much.
Or for me. Nom.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Esavel Rosnar, of House Rosnar, here in Waterdeep, and I do believe
That's that name.
you are my little baby brother.
Dun, dun, dun.
You seemed familiar, but I never heard of my family.
Make a history check.
Aha, 11.
Make an Arcana check.
That's a little bit better for me.
Make it don't fail this one check.
Inspiration. Fuck it.
Okay.
Why not? That's a bit better.
Much better. You try and look back into your memories to try and recognize this face. For some reason, the only thing you can grab onto is that time you saw her at the yawning portal. But as you start to focus on her here now in the present, you almost feel a connection starting to grow. And what feels like almost memories unlocking, or being almost shown you from something else. of you as a baby being I don't want to say kidnapped, but replaced as another just another infant, and being placed in front of the halls of justice to be raised. You were wrapped in House Rosnar colors. You had a robe that you were wrapped in as far as your blanket, and there was a note attached to your little bonnet and bassinet, whatever the fuck those are called that hold babies. Addressed
Swaddle?
to whatever, I don't know. Addressed to the paladins, giving them your real name, and that the house had been under some scrutiny for dealings in the past, and they wanted you to be brought up in the halls of justice to be a beacon of good and light, so that when you did come to realize your gifts and take your oath, that then they could reveal who you really are to yourself, to you. As these memories kind of like flash and consume you, you can almost feel in the past dealings that you've had throughout this adventure. You see this hooded figure has been watching you the entire time as you've been exploring Waterdeep and coming to know who you are, coming to realize your potential and grow into the man you are now. And this hooded figure was indeed this familial, older guardian sister that's been looking for you for years, that is now standing directly in front of you.
Is there a chair next to me?
It's kind of like burnt up, not super sturdy, but there's one there.
I'm gonna drop into it out of shock.
As you drop down,
Roll initiative. I'm sorry.
Roll a dexterity save.
the chair kind of like squirms underneath you, but it holds up.
Can I cast mending on it? Or no? Like,
Sure, if you want to.
To make it a little more sturdy for him.
Yeah. You can see one of the legs is like really charred, and that if he were to like move around in the chair a little too much, that leg might snap.
Put some duct tape on it. Yeah, it should hold her right.
So I'm just Mora's just shocked. He's my sister. You are my sister.
I am your older sister, Esivel. I'm pleased to finally meet you face to face.
For so long, something's just seemed strange, and when I took my oath, Sir Darius told me my surname, but I had no idea there was other members of House Rosnar. They didn't give me many details growing up, and now it's like someone's been watching over me the entire time.
I've been looking for you for as long as I can remember. When you were taken from the palace, you were, well, not really the palace, but like, the estate. When you were taken from the estate, you were days old. No one knew where you had been taken. I always suspected that mother and father had something to do with it, but they never told anyone. Recently, though, I had heard that they were taking an interest in a paladin of Tyr, of all people. That caught my interest. And when I saw you that day at the yawning portal, I just knew.
It's so strange. Who was with you that day? Is mother and father still alive?
Mother is. Father passed away a few years ago. The family is okay. They'll be elated to meet you after what's to come. As she kind of like looks at you and then looks to the rest of the party. I'm assuming that's why you're here, is what's to come.
Maybe.
She looks to all you and just come with me.
Is there more cheese?
She kind of like brings her cloak up, and like you can see her holding back a giggle. She reaches into her pack, and you know those little like Baybel like little cheese wheels. She has like a handful of those wrapped up, and it's like, come on, guys, and starts to walk downstairs.
I follow her immediately.
As you walk,
Crap, it's working.
you know how Bomb said there's no way he would be lured into death. Well, cheese apparently works for you, I guess.
It's made out of dairy. Cats love dairy.
As you guys walk down,
You melt the cheese just to lap it up.
oops, wrong one. You walk down into this cellar, and you can see a small circular wooden table surrounded by 4 stools made from empty barrels, sitting there in the middle of the table. There's a deck of playing cards scattered atop of the table. 3 crates stacked up against the south wall, and then set into the north wall is a sturdy oak door with iron fittings and a big built-in lock. This should have remained hidden, but it doesn't really matter now, so whatever. She walks over to the door and turns to you and kind of looks at everybody. And when I found out what was down here, I immediately bought the place. And I'm assuming you are all here for the same. She reaches into her bag, and you can hear like a clinging of like metal as she goes to like open the door. Everyone down there, make a perception check.
Bam.
Perception.
Heck yeah.
Oh, 23 as well.
Nice.
Nice. I think we've gotten the same. You got a 16 on the last roll, didn't you?
Yeah, we've been getting very similar
Yeah.
rolls.
Yeah, I've been getting very similar roles to you
It's
guys.
because canonically, Callista and Zarek are actually besties prior to the campaign.
Canonically,
You guys
Warren
did
most-
come to Waterdeep together.
We did.
We did.
We're besties.
Morin, you're still just like trying to take in what's happening, and the fact that she's your sister, and the fact that she's been looking for you, and that you're of noble descent, and that she somehow knows why you're here, knows how you're here, knows why, and everything. Jolie, you hear jingle jingle, and
I'm the only one that feels like this is too good to be true.
Yeah, I messaged Callista. I'm like, something feels off.
Warren doesn't know what he's feeling.
I'm gonna lean over to Marn and be like, "Do you want to pet Daisy? Will that help calm you?"
Distractedly, like, yeah, sure, I guess. Start petting Daisy without looking, like rubbing her butt or something.
Zirak and
Hit
Callista,
her horn, like, oh shit.
Oh,
You-
well, yeah.
you all notice as Isabel is trying to open this door, everyone kind of thought that she was pulling out a key ring to open this door, but you two notice she's actually pulling out thieves' tools and she's picking the lock to this door.
I whisper to Callista, I'm like, do you see what I see?
I'm internally screaming. You know when it's what is it when like in the Big Bang Theory when Sheldon is just like trying not to scream? Yeah.
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 As a few seconds go by, and eventually you hear a click as she kind of like, okay, well, here's why we're here. As she opens the door, you can see inside this room is a large teleportation circle embedded in the ground over there. You see arcane runes inscribed on the circle in the floor. And these runes, Zirak, do not match the runes from
In my
the
book.
Castellanter Villa. These are, it looks to be significantly older. And it has this particular teleportation circle has not been used in a very long time.
I kind
She-
of keep this to myself for now.
She walks in, kind of like sidestepping around the rune, and on the north wall of this chamber, you can see a kind of like sunken in patch of rock. As she kind of like pushes this rock forward, revealing a pathway down. She turns to you and says, "Brother, I very much hope that you are here for the same reasons that I am." She reveals to you that she knows that this is where the Vault of the Dragon is. However, it is protected by a door that has no lock, no hinges, immune to magic, and seemingly cannot be opened. She has tried everything in her power, hired wizards, hired clerics, hired other less scrupulous individuals to try and find their way in past this door, to no avail. So she looks to you guys again and asks, what is your goal with the Vault of the Dragon?
Personally, just to see it.
We came across this search for the vault by happenstance. We've seen the Xanathar, the Zentarim, and even some noble houses fighting over this treasure. And we've been following their trail ever since. So if I had a reason, sister, to search for this treasure, it'd be to keep it out of their hands.
I'm along for the ride.
And a Julie's eating cheese.
Well, I am excited and a little disappointed to hear that. I would love to let you use this tower if you are willing to give me some of the gold. some of the alleged gold in the Vault of Dragons. But I'd love to see it.
Aren't
think
you
we
from a
all will.
higher up family?
A what?
Like, isn't above table? Are the Rosnars like an? Were they doing well for themselves?
Yeah, they're a noble family.
Are you a noble? You're from a noble family.
I am, yes. As is he.
Then why do you need this gold?
Oh, need is a strong word. Nobody needs more money.
And why were you
However,
using
money
thieves'
helps
tools
you-
to pick into here?
Say again?
Why were you using thieves' tools to pick into here?
Well, I don't have a key for the door, darling.
I thought you owned the place.
I own the tower. This vault is created by God knows who. How long ago?
Zarek just looks unsatisfied with her answer, but there's not much else he can do right now.
Let's put it this way. I can't have you arrested for burglary. Because they'll investigate and they'll notice that I have a vault in my basement. And you really can't deny me what I want. Because I could just tell the authorities where it is and then nobody gets it. So, how about we go see what it's all about? I've already disarmed the magic and I found the secret door. Also, there were monsters down there. I dispatched already. But again, past the vault doors, I have no clue what's past there.
Morin's gonna look at her closely and try to tell if she's deceiving them, or trying to, or
Make an
lying.
insight check.
Motherfucker. I have
Roll it again
so
because you
many bad
sees your
rolls.
sister.
Oh, look at that. Oh, nice. I fucking suck, dude.
You notice that her tone is still friendly, and she's kind of being sarcastic that she'll turn you in, but it's kind of hard to tell whether it's actually sarcasm or whether she actually doesn't want anybody else to find it. But to you, as far as you can tell, it seems like she's being truthful, that she wants to explore and retrieve a portion of the gold for herself. Not to claim all of it, but a portion.
Well, seems we can't deny that you've done quite a bit of the work yourself. But tell me, Esabel, this is a dragon's hoard. What became of the dragon that owned it?
Well,
Is it still here?
it looks like the door hasn't been opened in some time. So if he's still down there, there were tales of a dragon named Oranax that held a magical device that protected Waterdeep from any dragons entering it. There have been no dragons in Waterdeep in a very, very long time, so would lead me to believe at the very least that magical item is still down here. If
That magical item is still working.
yeah, would
as far as we
seem
know.
to be believed. And I mean, if that magical item is still working, I would assume something is using it. Whether that be the dragon or something else. Again, I haven't been in. I've only heard the rumors.
Seems like no one has for a very, very long time, but
You see
soon we will
Sochi
be.
kind of jump off of Jolie's shoulders and says, "I want to go in." And he kind of starts to walk like towards Esabel, towards the back of the room, like he wants to go walk down the stairs and continue the fight, or continue the adventure.
Spoilers.
Spoilers. Not really.
I am
Kind of, I guess. I don't know.
What's her name again?
Esabel.
SML.
Estevel. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of look at her and I'm gonna say, well, why don't you lead the way since you know how to get there?
So we have an accord?
For now.
Is that the funny musical instrument the guy with the crazy hair plays?
Weird Al?
That's an accordion.
Oh,
It's actually what Melina offers you. It's a mid-sized car, small sedan.
What's a car?
She goes down and you can see she pulls out a match from her purse or from the little like pouch that she has, and
Satchel.
she strikes it but is able to keep the flame lit in her hand, much brighter than what normally it would be, like a torch. And she looks at everyone, says, "Then follow me."
Well, I'm gonna follow.
Alrighty.
Whoa.
As I close the thing that I need. Of course I did. Why wouldn't I have closed what I needed?
You got it, babe. I believe in you.
You see this dusty staircase that descends about 90 feet down into a 20-foot wide corridor. The hall continues then to extend another 90 feet to the vault doors will look like. To one side of the vault doors, there's a natural fissure in the wall that looked to be just the right size for something to hide in it. And right at the base of that fissure, there lies a dead Grick on the ground. It's kind of like a large cave-dwelling creature. Not fun to fight.
Oh.
As you walk up, you can see two large doors with dwarven runes all around them. You do feel an aura of magic coming off of these doors that almost seem to for the magic users of you, it almost seems to repel you away from these doors. The walls to the side are made of mortared stone, and then the doors are solid stone slabs. Don't something went wrong me, fucker. Reload.
Yeah, it's weird to us, I think.
yeah, I can see it.
So this is the doors we're looking at.
Yep. Okay.
Can we see anything familiar on them, like 3 symbols or a cask of ale, a machine?
You notice
silver knife?
in front of the door there almost seems to be a like a pathway that looks to lead, it almost looks to funnel in front of the doors, where part of the ground is slightly raised up higher than the rest of the ground.
Oh.
Esavel
Those
kind of
OG
looks at you and it's like, this is as far as I've gotten.
Well, get ready, because we might have just the thing. I'm gonna look at Sochi. Are you ready? Are we ready?
Well, what should I do? You mean this? And he pulls out his silver dagger. As he pulls it out, you notice his hand is a little farther up than the rest of you, as it's kind of hovering over this raised area of the ground, and the dagger lights up, and then one of the runes on the door lights up. Oh, pretty. He kind of,
Yes.
the door
Yeah.
remains
Yes,
illuminated.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, I'm keeping you.
I kind of tap Nim on the head and, are you making any sense of anything here? Are you feeling any vibes? You walk by, I hop off his shoulders and go walk up to the door, I guess.
And he goes up and he steps on the little platform. As he steps on the platform, you notice more of the symbols start to light up as he kind of starts to glow, and he just kind of knocks on the door. He doesn't quite understand the rest of what's happening. He knocks on the door again, turns back around to you, and just walks back over to you.
Nim, we're missing one component. Would you please walk back?
He walks over to the door.
I'm gonna approach with the cask that I definitely remembered to pick up before we headed down here.
As you step onto the little platform, you see the remainder of the doors open. The remainder of the runes open as this gust of air starts to like come at you, as these stone slabs start to just pull themselves apart so slowly, and they recede into the cave wall next to them. All of you make an Arcana check.
Not my worst.
I got a
Oh.
21.
Must be nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
Callista, you notice as the doors are separating, there's a wisp of magic that seems to linger in between the doors, holding them together. It seems like this magic is what holds the doors open or causes the doors to shut.
Okay. They can hear you guys. I'm not muted right now. Sorry.
No, it's all right. Can I have some more? Bethany has
They've
just
been-
discovered
they've
my
been- They've been
name in the
giggling
Discord.
and they've been giggling and cackling away in my living room, and both my mic and Steven's mic have picked up their giggling. And then they come in here and they're like, "Oh, you look comfy. We can come sit with you." Okay, so basically the doors are trying to open.
At least you're having fun.
So basically the doors are trying to open and they're being held together by magic.
Yeah, the doors are opening, and you
Okay.
get this wisp of feeling of there's some sort of magic here that is holding the two doors together,
Okay.
or holding and could be used to hold them shut.
Okay. I'm gonna relay that information to everybody else, and then Did you just kick my dog in the face?
No.
What?
What is going on in there?
There's about to be violence.
Steven, go handle
Um,
that.
Yeah, I'm about to.
You can take your belt off for
Okay, so you think he wears a belt?
it.
Can I? So if I use find traps, does that also sense like magic? Oh, you guys leaving?
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Thanks for going to dinner.
Thank God.
I'll see you guys tomorrow. Did you hear Steven? What did he say? Thank God.
Oh, it is on.
We heard Steven.
Oh well, Steven's record was attacked.
I expected the two of them to be stronger. I literally have one leg on the ground and I'm not trying.
He's gonna let go and go flying.
It's the weight advantage.
It's the weight advantage.
Yeah,
Did you guys just
and
call me
it's all
fat?
your-
Absolutely not, DM. I love you.
They came in my my office and they were like, and I was pointing it out, and Bethany
Over my
goes,
foot.
"Oh my God,
I'm sorry,
is
Steve,
that
you're not fat.
Andrew?"
I'm flat.
I said, "Yes."
That was so sassy and I loved it. Oh my god. I'm fluffy. But he said it so quietly. I'm sassy.
Or wait, I don't even know what he
He
said.
goes, I'm not fluffy. I'm fluffy.
How's everybody's
Water.
week been?
Sorry.
Kids, how we're
Pretty
tired.
good.
We're running off fumes. Come
I had a
on.
great
Go
day
sleep.
on Wednesday.
Come on.
Oh.
It was just a great day. It wasn't like anything specific. It was just like I woke up that day thinking, "Hey, today's gonna be a great day," and it actually was a great day.
Imagine.
Right.
Great mindset to have.
As you guys open, as these doors part, you can see. What?
So I was
Yes.
Well, here's extra
Put
food.
that in the fridge.
Step on here.
Why wouldn't you put food in the fridge? Women, man, I don't understand it.
Haha, no comment.
As you
it's my turn. I was asking a question.
well, ask your
Bye,
question.
drive safe. So my spell, find traps. Does that work for magical things as well, or just like
Yeah.
traps? Okay. So if I, oh my God, the house is so quiet now and it's wonderful. So if I kind of want to cast, I think I'm going to cast find traps to see if it will reveal anything. Because
Okay.
the doors are opening, so we can kind of like see into the room too, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna do that.
Did you tell us what you saw or noticed?
I relayed that info to you guys, but they were giggling and right in my ear, so I couldn't like.
I gotcha.
As
Well, it seems
you're
to me,
casting find traps,
Uh-huh.
you notice there doesn't seem to be any specific and immediate danger with the doors. As you are to go further in, you notice these crumbling stone bridges further into the room that
Okay.
seem to be not necessarily booby trapped, but at a very least hazardous if you were to
Okay.
try and traverse them.
So, I'm gonna say it seems to be clear of traps. Just be careful of the. You said it was a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful of that bridge up there. It doesn't seem too stable.
is that magical force you sensed, is it still there? In
On the
between
door,
doors?
yes.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't know. DM, is it still there?
It seems we must leave our offerings here and continue on without them. I'm gonna put down the ale. I'm gonna look at Sochi.
Aww. But I like it.
Out
Do
of
I
the
have
butt.
to?
Well, if everything goes well, we should be coming back this way.
What happens if somebody takes it?
We
Nim
have
will be here to
our
protect it.
friend here to watch our backs.
Which friend? This friend or lady friend?
Nim.
Mechanical friend.
Oh. He looks over to Esavelle. You better not take this. Puts it on the ground. Nim
Hello.
kind of just standing on there, looking around.
I'm gonna look at Nim and say, Nim, would you please stay here and wait for us? If you move, then the doors will close behind us.
And he just kind of like puts his head down. He's like,
Thank you.
I'm gonna also look at Nim and be like, this is a very important task, and we are trusting you to help keep us safe. Can you do that?
he kind of looks at you a little more elated, and he starts talking to you again, and he's like, of course, I'll do this for you. I'll make sure nobody takes our stuff. I mean, it is our stuff, right? I'm one of you guys now.
Yes, it is our stuff.
You see this like mechanical smile pop on. He's like, you got it.
Thanks, Nim.
Hopefully we'll see you soon.
Who wants to walk in first?
Yo.
All right.
Yo.
Move
Is it
your
lit up?
shit. Yeah, I will. I'm gonna reveal stuff as you move. So now you can see all of this. You also see above you there are bridges on these stone.
You said that's above us?
Yeah,
Okay.
this stuff over here is above you. These are these like stone bridges that lit up with your fine trap.
All right. Well, I'm going to look around and see what I see around me. Look for any obvious hazards. Holes in
Yeah.
the walls, holes in the floor.
Large, vast chamber in front of you with these three prominent columns supporting crumbling stone bridges, probably about 60 feet above your head. Like, this is a very large chamber, with the ceiling probably another 20 feet above those bridges. Set into alcoves behind you, to the left and right of you, and then some that you can kind of barely make out in front of you, are 12 sets of double doors. Each door made of iron. Each door is about 10 feet wide, 10 feet high, and embossed with images of dwarf warriors in plate armor.
And there's statues, you're saying?
They're doors with like embossed pictures on them.
Okay, gotcha. This is like a pillar in the center.
Yep. Can't really see around it because you're directly in front of it.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to one side and see what else is around.
There you
Towards the
go.
back of the room.
Kind of move to the other side.
Thank goodness. Okay. Yeah, you can see the rest of the stone pillars and the bridges above you with the rest of the doors. I guess I shouldn't have revealed the way that I revealed because you know which doors lead somewhere now, but
That's okay.
it is what it is.
I'm still curious about the doors. I'm gonna approach this one closest to me and
Don't patronize
Inspect
me.
it.
It's fine.
boy, I love embossed dwarven.
You go to look at the door, and yeah, it's expertly made. It doesn't look like it's aged a day. It is so expertly crafted. Uh, it looks like these dwarves are kind of standing together, almost in like a defensive position, but like a guard position, not quite a defensive position. More like leisurely than aggressively.
Um, am I able to make anything about it, like who made it or how old it is, or
Make an investigation check.
I'd like to make a history check to see
Sure.
if I know like what era of Waterdeep this is from.
well,
Never mind.
The doors look pretty old.
Wait, do I get that at advantage because I'm a Waterdeepian?
No, because nobody's been in here before.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, I like where your head's at.
Thanks.
The doors look old, but also look brand new. So it's kind of hard to tell an age of them based on the embossings of the dwarves. You do remember a time in Waterdavian history where one of the open lords was a dwarf many, many, many years ago.
Was it like the beginning of Waterdeep? Or is it just
Very long time ago.
But
Maybe
how
not the
many
beginning
years?
of Waterdeep, but early in its inception.
long time ago in a galaxy very close to us?
Mm-hmm.
can I try to open one of these doors by me?
Sure. As you go to pull it open, you notice that it pulls towards you, but behind it is just stone.
Is there
So the
anything on
door's
back of the door?
open, but there's no pathway behind it.
More, and there's nothing behind these doors. I kind of like turn around and speak rather loudly, not like yelling, but like
Really? I'm gonna go in to open my door.
Same thing. Creaks open and is just stone behind.
Wow. These doors don't seem to function very well. In fact, I probably call them wall treatments over doors.
I'm gonna come and try to open one over here. This one
Same
over
thing.
here.
Large dwarven embossed. These set of doors, almost instead of two dwarfs standing there leisurely, these two dwarfs are now sitting. It looks like they're writing or signing something. And the same thing. You're able to pull it open, and there's rock right behind it.
I want to take a look around to see what Esvel's doing.
Isabel has not entered the room fully yet. She is still kind of just like in awe at the. She's standing inside the vault, but she's like right in the threshold, kind of just like looking at everything and almost like studying the surrounding area before before taking any more movement.
I'm gonna look back at her and say, "Does any of this seem familiar to you? Has any of your research or any of your knowledge covered any dwarven halls hidden underneath Waterdeep?"
I've heard stories, but they do not do it justice. She goes on to tell you about various like tales she has heard with various degrees of accuracies with what you can see where you are. Most of them talk about great halls of golden bearded dwarves in their prime, mining and building, and they were kind of the like the foundational builders of Waterdeep.
Can I roll a perception check for Daisy? Because in her trait, it says keen senses. The Almirage has advantage on wisdom, in parentheses perception, close parentheses, checks that rely on hearing or sight. So can I see if, like, so I want to roll a perception check to see if, like, anything sticks out to her, if there's, like, any sort of, like, little noises that she's, like, drawn to, or, like, anything that she can, like, pick up on sight-wise that we can't see?
Sure. Go ahead and roll perception at advantage for your Almirage.
Okay, so would
Just
I
roll a
roll
d20 and
that-
it's +4
Okay.
because she has a +4 to perception.
Oh.
Roll it again.
I hate my life.
Now you know how it feels.
That's the
Can I roll for third time?
Sure.
You know what? Eat some more cheese, so Julie.
Oh my god.
Another 3. She, you kind of like drop Daisy down onto the ground, and you're like, "What do you hear, girl? What do you see, girl?" And you can see her kind of like she's kind of looking around. And you can see her almost through her eyes as she like closes her eyes and she starts to kind of hop towards the end of the room over here.
Okay. So I'm gonna follow her. Marley, stop kicking me.
You can see the 2 doors here have an embossing of now. The door here has one dwarf on the doors, kind of like holding a mirror up to itself, kind of like admiring itself. And the doors here have pictures of 2 dwarves that look like they're mining downwards.
Okay.
Daisy kind of goes up to these doors over here, and she kind of like squeaks a little bit, and then she goes down over to this door over here, and she kind of squeaks a little bit louder.
Okay, so I'm gonna follow her over to this one, and I'm gonna say, "Hey guys, Daisy seems to be drawn to this door. Do we want to try to open it?"
I've never met a door I didn't want to try and open.
Might as well.
Well, you
I've
want
already
to
opened
try
quite
to
a
open
few.
it, Jolie?
Let me at it.
All right, what do you do?
I don't want to try and open it, I just want to try and run into it as hard as I can.
Make a strength check just for funsies. You, seeing that everyone else has pulled doors inward to open these doors, have decided that the reason that there's stone behind them is because they weren't trying to open them forwards. So
right.
you, with all of your might, just throw your side into these doors, and we're not expecting to be met with as little resistance as you were. The door that was locked is now swings open, revealing the room inside.
Aha. You guys are opening your doors the wrong way, idiots, and I'm just gonna stroll on in.
As you get to about right there, you can then. Oh my god, I fucking did the wrong thing again. I'll just redo this. You can see on the north end of the wall there is a beautiful painting. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Oh, I'm really good at those. Oh, never mind. Wisdom's actually
Yeah,
not that
wisdom
bad.
is okay. You need a
I did the wrong one.
12.
Sorry. I hit the check instead of a save.
That's okay.
I guess it's the same bonus for me, so.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, we'll say you make it then. That's fine. +2, easy day. You look at this beautiful, beautiful picture of this dwarf, kind of like, if you imagine like the Uncle Sam "We Want You" poster, it's like that, but for dwarfs. And you initially felt like a really strong connection to this, and you're like, I'm a cat, not a dwarf. Stupid painting. And then you notice to your left, kind of behind you on the south part of the wall, what looks to be a staircase that kind of circles upward to the second level.
So there's a nice dwarf painting in here.
Ooh, let me see. I rush in.
Okay.
Everyone starts digging holes.
And I start to draw it in my book.
From where you are right now, you cannot see the painting.
I can't?
No.
Wait, why
The
not?
painting is on this wall here.
Okay, now I start to draw it in my book.
Yep, make a wisdom save. Okay. You're able to you the same way, you start looking at it and you're like, wow, that is beautiful. And then you start sketching it down in your book.
Does he get a sudden urge to work in the mines?
If I point this drawing of it in my book, do people get sudden urges to work in the mines?
Do the children yearn for the mines?
Diggy diggy holes, baby.
That's what our economy is missing.
Dig it up.
Do I notice that
Dig it up.
do I notice that the painting was kind of like enchanting in a magic way?
I mean, you definitely felt a connection to it briefly as you started to drive it.
Never mind then.
Did I say
Do we
drive? Draw it.
You said drive.
Yeah,
I
draw
knew
it.
I know what you meant.
I
like
definitely,
the-
in my mind, I was like, did I miss something? Marley, I am not touching you.
We should go upstairs.
It's the oldest fucking meme, but I will always die when I think about it.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I want to walk in as well. Actually, I'm gonna look back to see what Savelle's doing if she's followed us yet.
She's moved in a little bit more. She's kind of at the edge of this crumbling bridge, like looking up at it.
Look at her excitedly, be like, "Sister, we found something."
Oh, the way forward. It looks like
It does seem like it. All these other doors seem to be busts.
you see her drop a pack, and she's like starts to pull rope out of her pack. She's like, "Well, if you're going up, I'll meet you up there."
You don't
What
want to
will
see
you
this
do?
cool painting?
Okay. She comes in and she starts to look at it. Oh, she's a +0.
Does she yearn for the mines?
She cannot stop looking at this painting.
spoilers in the deed.
What do we notice?
Morin, as you get in there, you also make a wisdom save.
Well,
You notice the painting again having a strong draw to you, and then you're able to shake it off. Isabel is like next to the painting, just like looking at it from all angles. This is amazing. The penmanship, the brushstrokes, the lighting for an
With
old
my-
she's just like all in it right now.
Do I put 2 and 2 together with my 0 intelligence bonus?
Roll.
Is that a check or I don't know, perception or something?
Make an Arcana check.
Ooh, okay, that's almost bad.
Arcana check is good. You notice that this painting is radiating some sort of aura around it that seems to also now be radiating around your sister.
God damn. I'm gonna approach from the side and try to like put a hand on her shoulder, like, Isabel, the painting is doing something to you.
Don't be
Isabel, do you hear
absurd,
me?
brother. It's just beautiful.
Sister, there's a magic about this painting. It has some sort of allure that grabs anyone that tries to look at it.
I don't believe you.
You need
There's
to
nothing
resist.
that this painting could do to harm me.
It could hold you down here until you die of starvation. Listen to me, please. We have to keep going.
Why would that do that? It wants to be seen.
Is there a way for me to assist her out of this?
You can
Roll for bonk damage.
if you are able to, you could strike her out of it. You could attempt to destroy the painting. You could try and make it so she cannot see the painting. There's a couple things you could try and do. What are you thinking?
I'm going to put myself in between her and the painting. I'm going to put my face right in front of hers and say, Isabel, you need to focus on me.
Hold on. Give me 1 second.
Always on that damn phone.
Well, no, one of my guys who's on watch, his kid busted his head up, so they had to take him to the ER. So he called me a little bit ago to tell me that he needed to leave work. I'm like, yeah, dude, of course, go take care of your family. But he's on his way back in now. So,
Oh, okay.
she looks at you and she starts to kind of like, now that she can't see the painting, she kind of like, no. What do you mean, brother? And she's going to try and look at the painting again around you and just become enthralled with it again. She kind of like moves around. It's a pretty big painting. It's like a 10 by 10 painting.
Okay.
Sorry, a 20-foot square painting. It's a very large painting that depicts dwarves battling goblins.
Those damn goblins, dude.
Fucking goblins.
Goblins.
Where is my... That's where it is. Okay, I'm going to step aside for a second. I'm going to reach into. I'm going to pull up or take my pack off and reach inside and start rooting around trying to find what I'm looking for. And I'm going to pull out my robe, my cleric's robe from the Hall of Tyr, and I'm going to attempt to put it over her head.
Over her head? Okay.
Yes.
Sure.
Shh, sleep now.
I'll have her roll
Ooh,
again
you're a
for it.
scary ghost.
She is like, what are you doing? And she's able to take it off, and she looks at the fresco, and she looks back at you, and she, what are you doing? Why are you putting that over my head? And she goes to like start fixing her hair, and she turns away and be like, man, you don't know me very well yet. You don't ever mess with a lady's hair. She starts to walk back.
Is that how you say thank you?
Thank you for what? You're messing up my hair.
You would have sat down here forever looking at that painting.
She looks at you. She looks back at the painting. She looks back at you and like, maybe. And she just goes back to what she was doing. I'll meet you up there.
Okay. Warren doesn't really know how to react. She's just, what the fuck?
You get the sense that she's not used to being helped, which is why she doesn't know how to react to you helping her.
But Warren also doesn't know what the fuck to do about it. Okay, well, if you're gonna stay back here, be safe. Don't close the door without us.
You can see her. You can hear her like rifling through her bag. You hear like a grappling hook hit the ground as she's like tying. You can hear knots being tied and rope being cut and everything. She's like,
I'm gonna go see what the hell she's doing.
You see she's like fashioned like climbing gear, and she's going to try and climb up this pillar up to the bridge.
You know there's perfectly good stairs back over here, right?
She's like cinching part of it around like her legs and her hips, and she's like, yeah, but this is way more fun. Getting a sense that she has like kind of a weird adventurous side.
You might be right, but some of us have a lot of armor to lug.
That's why I prefer to travel light. She takes it and she wisps it up there. It gets probably like halfway up before it gets caught on something. She's like, well, race you to the top.
You did not just say that. Warren's going to turn around and sprint into the next room and go up the stairs as fast as possible and say, last one's up is a rotten dragon egg.
I don't want to be a rotten dragon egg.
Zirak bursts up the. He doesn't even climb the stairs. He just flies straight up.
Into the city.
Fucking Birdman.
Callista, what are you doing?
I'm gonna kind of like giggle and shake my head at them and say, all right, well, I guess we're going upstairs. And then I'm gonna take my time going up the stairs so I don't die.
Okay, so Ajoli, Zirak, and Morin are headed up the stairs. Callista, as you get to the base of the stairs, make a wisdom save.
Oh.
But I was trying not to die.
Just beat a 12. You'll be fine.
Dun.
Yeah, easy day.
We'd notice you were gone eventually if you're just staring at it.
Eventually, yeah.
I would have thought you just turned into a rotten dragon egg.
Now, technically, doesn't Daisy also have to make a wisdom save? Not kidding. Kidding.
He said
Daisy
it.
is.
Daisy's too cute to be.
What
To
does
be
Daisy?
entranced
What
by
does Daisy
paintings.
need to roll?
She's a +2, so she needs to roll a 10 or better. So roll a d10 or a d20.
Roll a 10 or better. Use a
Yeah,
D10.
doesn't Daisy have advantage on wisdom or something?
Oh, okay, cool.
Perception checks. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
No. Wait.
Also, what
Are you sure? I think it's wisdom too.
It's
That's 'cause
wisdom
you
and
said-
in parentheses perception checks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have it.
I
Pulled
mean,
up.
you got it though.
Yeah, you made it.
Would we mind if I took a 5-minute break here and went to the bathroom?
Sure.
How
We-
dare you need to?
We
release
do
your bladder.
absolutely mind.
I'm
I
pissed.
really
I'm
need to
gonna go
release
get
my
water.
How
bladder.
dare you?
I wasn't waiting for that chance.
Why do you think I've been walking away so often?
What? 3 steps to your kitchen sink to pee?
No, it's actually quicker to go to my bathroom sink. It's right there.
Bathroom sink, brother.
Pee in the sink?
Fucking
Brother!
piece of sink. You piece of shit. Shut up.
You said it.
You're the one who put words in my mouth.
I did not make you say anything.
You know I am highly suggestible when I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how he said BRB like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, and then my brother left after saying nothing for a while. He did say something a little bit, but I didn't catch what he said. I wonder if he's still playing Outer Worlds.
It's just your dad, baby boy. You're okay.
So he goes absolutely batshit when you come home. But Stevie.
Yeah, pretty much. Steven just said he hates me.
Oh no.
Also, I kinda,
He's
when you're done peeing,
fine.
babe,
Oh.
I'm kinda really digging this wireless mouse and keyboard. Because this is super comfy now.
Is that a new thing?
Yeah.
How
So,
long ago
I...
were you living in?
Well, so my office chair isn't like super comfy, and I like to be comfy when I play. And when I've been playing Baldur's Gate, I use a controller. So I move my monitor to the edge of the L on my desk, and I sit in my big reading chair. And then I play with the controller, but I couldn't do that when we play D&D because I need my mouse and keyboard.
Right.
And so now that I have a wireless one, I can do the same thing, and I can use my little lap pad for my mouse and keyboard. And
Nice.
it's so comfy. It's so nice.
I mean, you can use a controller if it's like connected to your PC. Like one of the sticks will function as a mouse, and the triggers will function as the right and left click. But it's just not going to be as nice of an experience than
Yeah.
trying to click a whole lot of things. But yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I should do that. Eventually, when I actually get a big desk to fit my second monitor,
Oh yeah.
I want to probably move it into my bedroom because that's where I have more space.
Yeah. I just like being comfy.
And then
Yeah.
I'll be playing D&D from my bed.
He's gonna be even less attentive. No, I'm just kidding.
I've been super attentive.
He's
Okay,
the most attentive one out of all of us.
I'm taking 2 pages of
Yeah,
notes.
that's
and I'm
because
still
there's no
behind.
combat, and I feel bad that we're taking so long to get to the fun stuff for Joel.
Well, you fucking brought my long lost sister into it.
Hey, that was always the plan.
Poor Ellie was paying for Steven's sins. It's 2004. People shouldn't be using wired mouse and keyboards anymore.
Yeah, I
Or
definitely.
Isn't 2004, I should say.
Wait, what?
I definitely want to get like because this is just the like.
Look, I'm eating cheese.
Oh, he's so true to your character.
Well,
I
the thing
definitely. So
Good.
I definitely messaged Steven and I said, is cheese a delicacy or something and that's why they're loving it, or did I miss something? I said I was
have
about to
returned.
ask I said I was about to ask, right as he, like, I opened my mouth to speak, and he goes, and she's your long-lost sister! And I was like, oh, not the right time to ask.
I wrote
That would have been great.
I wrote plot hooks for everyone in this campaign when we first created everybody, when everyone first made their characters.
What was my plot hook?
You have not gotten there yet because we haven't left Waterdeep.
If you want to know the inspiration
Fair
for the
enough.
cheese thing, every time I eat one of these string cheeses and I have the wrapper like this, my cat will come up to wherever I'm sitting, and if I don't throw it down for her to lick it, she gets mad at me, so
I love string cheese, by the way.
it's great.
Do you peel it? Do you string it?
Yeah.
You just
Okay,
raw dog
I-
that. Ow.
I have a friend
Like with your
who
food.
literally doesn't string it when he eats
Ew.
it.
I mean,
Nah,
You
we're gonna
can
eat like a
do
hot
that.
dog.
No,
It's
but like he like I was eating it like that one time. And he was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "String cheesing," and he was like,
String
"Why do you do that?
Bringing
You
my
should,
cheese.
you should just eat it." I'm
It's
like,
better string.
What on earth? It is better string. It almost tastes better.
I think it actually tastes better. Texture of it's better.
I
It
never
is
really
so
liked
good.
string cheese all that much.
Cause you're lame. Sorry.
I've never been a person to just sit there and eat cheese by itself.
That's why you'll never get
lame.
inspiration for eating string cheese when your character's eating cheese.
Got inspiration for it.
It's a great source of protein and an okay source of calcium, but that's mostly marketing.
An okay source of calcium. Do you like cottage cheese?
I do actually.
I love cottage
That's
cheese.
you're one of the 7 people in the world that likes cottage cheese.
I love cottage
Jeez.
cheese. Oh my god.
It-
Dude mixes it into everything.
I put some salt and pepper on that.
Blech!
Nice little
raw dog
side
it.
to breakfast. I raw dog it sometimes, but the salt and pepper is where it's at.
Okay, well, speaking of raw
get plates
dogging,
on at my apartment.
Zirak, you're the first one up the stairs.
Hell yeah.
Damn it, Birdman.
Hey, you
As
said
you
Who's
as
the
you
last
get to
one
the
up?
top of the stairs, you notice some dwarven writing at the top of the stairs, opening up into this large upper hall of what you saw basically from the floor level. You can see where the 3 pillars now, the top of those pillars look like the heads of warhammers with their square heads pressed against the floor. The west wall bears a cracked mosaic that depicts a dwarf smith at a forge, crafting dwarves out of black metal and diamonds. And then there are 3
dwarves?
archways in the east wall leading to crumbling bridges that span in the entrance and end in front of adamantine doors.
You said that he was making dwarves?
Dwarves, yes.
Interesting. So who is last up the stairs?
It'll
Callista,
be
'cause
it'll
she
be
did not
Daisy
participate
and
in the
Callista.
race.
Yeah, we'll be last up the
Yeah.
stairs.
But of the people bolting up the stairs at Mach 10,
Realistically, it's probably a Jolie that would be in front.
I had a head start.
But yes, Morin did have a head start, but you're also in heavy armor, and a Jolie's a fucking cat, my dude.
What is this abstaining from the racing? That's the most horseshit statement I've ever heard in my life.
I don't
can't
think Callista
issue the
bolted up the
challenge.
stairs.
And then
You don't-
lose said challenge. That
You don't
sucks.
get to call last one there's a rotten egg, and then everybody else would just say, "Oh, I'm abstaining," and then you're the rotten egg.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but
I
what?
was assuming anyone who bolted up the stairs was part of the race.
She lost by default.
Yeah, she lost by being the last one up the stairs. It's a pretty simple game.
I think Morin's only agreeing because
Daisy
he's the last one
lost
up
by
the stairs.
default.
Morin Rosnar is
Rotten
of royal
dragon egg.
blood and therefore cannot be a rotten egg.
Noble blood.
Morin Rosnar is of
I-
noble
Zirak,
blood,
what are you doing?
but he smells of rotten dragon egg.
He is debating. He's debating with us who
can I-
lost the race.
Does anybody here know Dwarvish?
I think.
Oh.
Yeah. I do. Let's go.
Can you translate this?
All right, let me get up here first. And,
Oh, something smells.
How do
Like,
you
oh,
spell
yeah.
what
Dragon egg.
languages you... Oh, there it is.
I think a Jolie is
Oh.
smelling back there. I might want to
uh,
check his cheese.
it smells cheesy in here.
I just pulled the
The-
cheese out of my pocket and started sniffing it. That seems good to me.
It's
Uh,
like, is it noticeably bad?
Just a little mold.
The top of the hallway that you just entered is called in Dwarvish the Hall of Moradin.
The Hall of Morden.
Yes.
Hall of Morin?
Moradin. Moradin.
No, I know. I know. I'm saying in character.
Radin.
I'm acting.
Do it
I'm
better.
an actor.
Here, I'll do it better. The Hall of Morin?
No.
No.
I'm gonna point and laugh and say, "Ha, that's
Moradin.
him."
Actually, yeah, that's a good point, dude. I'm gonna make a Arcana check and see if I know what Morden is.
Yeah, you mean you know him as,
Oh, is
as
that
a,
oh, no, thanks.
a very prominent dwarven god. Yeah, it would be a religion check, but whatever.
I mean, Arcana is also about planes of existence. That could kind of, I don't know, probably not. All right. Well, I wanted to tell them what it says, what it reads.
Zirak, what's your
What-
passive perception?
My passive
14.
perception is 14. 14. Is that the highest in the party?
No, Callista's is higher.
Higher than mine.
I'm the best.
It's tied for mine, and I'm an
The
idiot.
goat.
So how does that make you feel?
It's all right. Morin has the lowest.
A horse walks into a bar. The bartender asks, "Why the long face?" The horse, not being able to comprehend human language, promptly shits on the floor and leaves.
I
Sorry,
walked
Ryan,
into a
that's me.
bar. Ouch.
A little. What are you guys doing?
He made a joke.
I'm
I
playing
laughed at it.
D&D. What do you think I'm doing?
I'm looking at the statues and reading.
This guy's gonna kill me. I'm walking
I'm
into a
trying.
cheese.
Zirak, as you move forward,
Walking
fucking
down.
finally, on the left side of the wall, you notice a section of where part of the mural has broken off, forming a heap of tile shattered on the floor. There's a thick crack in the wall.
Is there anything in the crack in the wall?
You make a perception check.
Hip hip. Hooray!
So Zirak, and then you're following Ajoli, I'm guessing.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
walk behind him.
Zirak, as you go to peek in to the crack, you notice the area around the crack start to kind of expand around you. And from inside the crack, out comes this black ichor-like substance. Ajoli, Zirak, and Morin, you can roll initiative as a black pudding.
Oh no.
I like the. That was as soon as you made the fart sound, it appeared.
I may not go last.
Have I ever had an initiative like below 15?
No. You
I would
always-
hope not with a
Actually,
plus
no,
7.
you've gone last like once or twice. That's kind of it. It's usually me. Initiative.
Poor
Bonus of
Ajoli, the one that wants to fight, gets the lowest initiative.
No, that just means I get to clean up the damage they do. I get all the kills.
Black pudding.
Fuck.
Pudding.
How did this thing roll a -3? That doesn't make sense.
Not
Let's
last.
go.
Does this mean it just doesn't move at all?
Zirak,
you roll
you.
a -3, it still goes before a jump.
I re-rolled after the -3. I'm like, that's not right. I can't have a negative number.
He is cheating.
Couldn't it have a negative
Apparently.
modifier?
It actually means he just
actually,
he
it
skips
might
a
have a
turn.
negative modifier, does it? It does have a negative modifier.
Yeah, if it gets negative, wouldn't it?
Okay,
just,
I'll
like-
take that back. I will remove it from combat, and I will keep the -3 then.
It means we have a
Well, I'm just
full
gonna make it a
turn
1,
without it.
honestly.
Yeah, that's
It's
what
gonna
it
go
seems like it
last.
should be to me.
Okay. Yeah, so it had a -3, which means it rolled a 1.
Wow.
So Zirak, you notice it starting to schlop its way through the crack, and you realize what's about to come and happen. So you are first to act.
I kind of yell out, anybody know how to deal with black ooze? Pudding? Goop? Anything?
Pudding sounds tasty.
I want to make an Arcana check about black pudding if I am able to.
On your turn.
Okay,
Does that take an action?
that's why I said if I am able to.
It depends what else he wants to do.
I'm so sorry.
No, I'm saying if I were to make an Arcana check on what it could be weak to.
I would say this is more of a nature check than an Arcana check.
Okay.
And it will take your bonus action.
Okay, I'm fine with it. I'd like to make a nature check to find out some weakness.
Okay.
I have a +6 to nature.
Ooh.
21.
That's my highest. That's my highest proficiency.
You
He's a
know,
ranger.
oozes are particularly difficult to kill and have several condition immunities. Like they can't be charmed, they can't be deafened, they can't be exhausted, they can't be frightened, they can't be grappled, they can't be prone, and they can't be restrained.
Is there anything they're weak to?
They are not vulnerable to anything.
Interesting.
They were. Huh.
Will this thing be able to opportunity attack me?
Where you are currently, yes.
Okay.
You are within 5 feet of it.
All right. Hmm.
Cry.
I'm gonna use my ice knife
Okay.
on it on the bottom, like right here, so that it hits it and it doesn't hit me.
It's a 5 or 10 foot.
5. I think. Yeah, 5 feet. So I just want to hit the black ooze and not hit me.
Okay.
All right. 18. Does an 18 hit?
5 feet of it. Okay. An 18 does in fact hit.
Nice.
All right. Then I will deal 1d10 of cold damage, 10 damage, and then
Okay.
it must succeed a dex saving throw. Oh, that was piercing damage. 1d10 piercing damage.
Damn. Max damage, hell yeah. And then it needs a 12 or better. It is a -3 to dex. Boop. It somehow made it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
A fast
Insane.
moving ooze.
You know, I'll say screw it because Zerak is kind of like grossed out by this, and he's gonna try to jump back.
Okay. He's gonna try and smack you. Did you roll that at disadvantage? The ice
For
knife?
what?
Because it's a
No.
ranged attack, and you're within melee range.
I did not.
Okay, it doesn't matter. It's not going to make a difference. Well, realistically, it's not going to make a difference. You should have, but it's not a big deal.
Especially since I made it at the back one. Oh, it's because he's near me. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because you're within melee of him.
Does a 23 hit?
Maybe.
All right. And it's going to do 13 acid damage.
You.
And your AC, if you're wearing armor, right?
Yes.
All right. Your AC is -1 now.
What? Permanently?
For right now. It's you got acid on it, so yeah. For right now, it's -1.
Until I get new armor, basically.
Gotta take it to the laundromat.
You gotta clean it off.
Well, I made my AC 13 now, so.
Okay.
Xerox butt naked now.
I'm proud to look at this ooze. All I see is bird ass.
Yeah,
Are
it
you hiding
exists.
behind me?
It
I'm
exists
hiding
until the
behind
armor is fixed because it's
Can I-
non-magical.
Could I use mending on my armor, like after battle?
Yeah.
Wow. Handy spell.
What a handy spell indeed.
Handy dandy, one might say.
Handy dandy indeed. I end my turn.
All right,
Good
Morin. You
Okay.
see this ooze-like creature lunge out at Zirak as he throws an ice knife and shoots away. Your turn.
Damn. Do we know the things that Zirak found out? Or
He didn't say anything on his turn.
then I do not know it. I'm going to try to think back and try to recall what oozes are.
Okay. Make a nature check.
An ooze check.
Yeah, make an ooze check. How's your ooze fit? It's black. And it's oozy.
This black,
Black
ooze
pudding.
like creature
It's black.
is in our
When you're thinking about it, you remember stories about how they do really well against slashing damage.
that I'm
For a
saying.
nat 1, he gets that. That's crazy.
I kind of knew that above table, but I didn't want to say my
In
character.
character.
Yeah. But anywho, I'm going to charge. Straight at it.
Alright. Okay. Send it.
I don't want to swing my warhammer at it.
Do it.
Say, leave my bird friend alone, you bitch.
You bitch. That's a natural 20! Roll again.
Net 1 to a net 20. Let's go.
Roll another d20.
Ah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage and then double your damage.
Oh, yeah, do we do it where we double all the dice in the thing, or do we double the damage die and then add the...
Double all the dice. I double the total roll of everything that you're rolling for that attack.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
also
because
going
rules
to-
as written, you do. I think the rules as written for a crit is you roll twice the amount of dice you're supposed to
Oh.
roll.
If
Interesting.
you right click the spell, you can hit like roll as crit damage.
crit damage. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but
I'm
don't
going
do
to-
that
but I'm-
because it's different. The way that we do it in D&D Beyond does it is totally different.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm
Doubling
also
the-
going to smite this bitch.
Smite it. Okay.
Smite.
So for my, does a smite crit or no, or is it just
Yeah,
the attack?
all of your damage is part of that attack.
All right. So wow, that sucks. That is 5 damage.
So that's
from my
your
warhammer.
That's your 10 bludgeoning damage.
And then, ooh, that's better.
And
That is from my smite.
24 radiant damage.
Yes, from divine smite.
That's pretty good.
So 34 damage.
As you spit down on this thing, you notice it start to almost look like it's trying to tear itself apart.
Oh shit, is it splitting up?
Not yet.
Let's see, that was my movement, attack, and bonus action. Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Jolie, you can sense this ooze. You can sense it coming at you, and it's your turn.
Well, as a Jolie, I would like to sit and think, I'm just kidding, I'm gonna run at it and swing my axe.
I'm just kidding. Send
I
it.
will reckless attack it.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh, phew.
Got
Okay, I'm not enraged or anything, so I think it's just a normal.
Correct.
Bam. And that should be it.
13
Slashing from my
slashing
axe.
damage.
If we don't want to hit it with slashing, somebody should have told me, but it's too late now.
As you slice into the ooze, you notice it start to just immediately slice through it. And as you slice through it, you notice the two pieces of it start to separate. And as it separates, another one pops. It separates into two pieces, basically.
Yeah. Lauren's gonna look to the side. It's like, oh, Jolie, no. Shit. Yeah.
You're telling me I shouldn't do that again, Morin.
Do you have something that smashes instead of cuts?
I have slashing. I do have a piercing. But, yeah. Well, for now, I'll end... Well, actually... Hold on a second. Oh, never mind. Okay, yeah, I'll end it there.
And you notice that these oozes are now 5 foot, not 10 foot creatures. They're smaller.
Ooh.
Sorry. Boop. There you go.
Does one look slightly less viscous than the other?
They look identical at this moment in time.
Shit.
You're only going to attack once?
Can I attack
You only
you?
have one attack. I know. It's fine. That just feels bad. I don't know why.
I'm gonna tack my fist up your ass.
Whoa.
The first black pudding, as you sliced through it, this top half is kind of... It doesn't scream because it doesn't talk, but...
It bubbles at us.
Yeah.
It bubbles angrily.
Oh, I missed this thing about it, but it's fine. The first one is going to hit Morin. The second one is going to hit a Jolie. So the first one on Morin is a crit. I hate life sometimes, I swear. Roll to everyone. Another game log. D20. Oof.
Wow.
That was really close.
That was really close.
I'm really fucked.
All right, so this will be doubled
God.
for 38 acid damage.
Oh my god.
And your AC is reduced by 1.
That is a spicy meatball.
That's a spicy meatball. I suppose
And
I could
the-
have absorbed elements.
Second one is going to attack Khajali.
Hi, kitty.
16 to hit
That'll hit.
and 12 acid damage. And I do not believe you are wearing armor.
Hell
You are
no.
not.
What kind of
He's
cat
booty
wears
butt
clothes?
naked.
12 damage. I just applied it in case you were trying to.
No, you're good. I'll let you guys track your own damage.
Cool, cool. In that case, I'm full health. Unrelated.
Zirak,
actually
you
had-
see these two puddings smack your two allies. You can hear Callista at this point now
Yeah, I was
running
gonna
up the
say,
stairs as
can
she
I
can
enter the
hear.
room?
Well, you can hear the commotion, so I'll say you've been running up the stairs to join them. You can go ahead and roll initiative.
Woo!
This is what happens when somebody forfeits the rotten egg game and takes their sweet ass time.
You know what? You said roll initiative.
Yes, please.
Hold on. I gotta
Nat
zoom
20.
out. Wait, I'm not zoomed out far enough. God, I hate having bad eyes.
Do you want me to do it?
A
16.
16. Woo woo.
All right, Zirak. It is your turn.
That it is. And oh, what a turn it may be.
Whatever the it is.
Alright. First, I'm going to use my bonus action to Hunter's Mark this pudding.
Which one?
The
A or B?
left one. The one that attacked Morin.
Okay, so A.
Yes, A. Sorry, I didn't see the letters. The black pudding B was blocking the A, and the dice list was blocking the letter B from the black pudding B.
Ah, gotcha.
So that is now my mark.
Okay.
And I would like... Okay. So you know how my bow is my spellcasting focus?
Mm-hmm.
If I were to use Guiding Bolt, could I use Dreadful Strike with it? So
No.
It's technically... Okay.
We're
Then
not
I'm
going to do
shoot
that.
it with...
It's a
Okay.
flavor thing, not a.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know that was a big ask. So I was just... Yeah, I'm going to attack with my bow. But I am going to do it for radiant damage anyways.
That's fine, yeah.
With True Strike. Yeah, I'm going to roll with my bow.
Send it.
I want to use Inspiration.
You can use your inspiration.
Does a 22 hit?
I'm going to tell you right now, a 9 also would have hit.
Jesus.
Their AC is 7. But yes, a 22 does hit.
I didn't realize their AC was so low. And I probably should have assumed since they're two giant oozes taking up the entire...
Yeah,
vicinity.
they're smaller now, but yeah.
And earlier
Well-
when he said that it didn't matter that you didn't roll a disadvantage, that was a pretty big hint.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Well,
It's fine.
there goes my inspiration.
Shame.
Well,
Roll your damage.
alright. I would also like to Dreadful Strike this.
Sure.
So, we're going to roll 1d8 plus 3 radiant. So 10 radiant damage.
Okay.
We got 7 psychic damage. And 6 Hunter's Mark doing piercing force damage.
Force damage.
6 force, 7 psychic, 10 radiant.
You notice as your arrow enters this ooze, the ooze starts to almost like peel away from the arrow as it explodes in this radiant light. the arrow almost seeming to pierce directly through the ooze as it just melts away and falls to the ground in this gross puddle and dies.
Yay! Wanna put more in. Are you okay?
Yeah.
And I will end my thorn.
Morin with the resounding, yeah. It's your turn.
I'm just gonna stand there, and you hear like a low wheeze, like. As my hands begin to light up, and I try to heal myself.
Okay.
Because I'm fucking low as shit. This should be an action, yeah. Yeah. So I use my action to healing hands myself.
Okay.
Could be worse. For 5 healing. And then use my bonus action to lay my hands on my own self as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dude, in the middle
Yeah.
of battle? Kind of weird.
Hey, I mean, whatever.
He's
works,
just
right?
like,
You go,
ah. That's how I imagine.
My body.
I
Got a slime fetish. All right.
I take a time going over like my arms and my body, like each spot where
Yeah.
you
acid
do.
like went around my armor and burned away the clothing or whatever else. And I seem a little bit better, but still worse for wear.
Okay.
As I look at the black pudding and the one remaining, and just glare at it. You son of a bitch. Jolie, don't attack it anymore with your axe. But I'm not sure hitting it with your hands is a good idea either. Here, I keep doing whatever the hell you're doing. It's working. Win my turn.
Callista, welcome to the party.
Yay, finally.
You and Daisy can
Okay.
hear the rough and tumble, the slicing, the shooting, the of acid being eating through Morin.
Okay. So I have above table question.
Mm-hmm.
So hold on, let me zoom in so I can read this. I think I need a bigger monitor, babe.
I literally have the projector ready to set up for you.
Oh, that's true.
Nice.
Okay. So, you can expend these. Hold on, how close are you guys? Okay.
Morin and Ajoli are both within 5 feet of the ooze.
Okay. Never mind then, because I was gonna see if, doing like land's aid damage would do anything since it's like slime. But I don't think I would.
Doing what?
Under my actions, it says land's aid damage. It's
Magic
necrotic.
action, you can expel a use of your wild shape and choose a point within 6 feet of yourself. Vitality-giving flowers and life-draining thorns appear for a moment in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point. Each creature of your choice in that sphere must make a con save against your spell DC, taking 2d6 necrotic damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one. One creature of your choice in that area regains 2d6 hit points. I mean, yeah. That's cool.
It is, actually. Very druidy.
But wait.
Would like.
So
Druidish.
taking 2d6. Okay, so basically, like, if I were to do that, and I were to choose the slime as the creature of my choice,
Mm-hmm.
it
So
would potentially...
if you're damaging, everything within that 10-foot square is going to take damage.
Okay.
If you're healing, one creature inside that will heal.
Oh, it's an either or.
Yeah. So you're basically gonna cast the flowers, right? In a 10-foot circle. And then you can choose whether to damage or heal.
Okay. So you said they're both in a 5-foot radius?
Yeah. I mean, you could still do that if you were to center the point like over here.
No, well, because they're already hit, so I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm just saying you'd be able to do it.
Yeah.
If you wanted to.
I'm just gonna use my crossbow. Actually, yeah, I'm just gonna use my crossbow. Because with ice knife, I don't want to accidentally hit them.
Is it a 10-foot radius?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Is what a 10-foot.
So you'd be able to do that with that thingy. But use your crossbow, sure.
Oh, I could do it and not hit them?
Yeah.
Oh, well shoot, then yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Go for it. The ooze has to make a Constitution save.
Oh. I rolled early.
A 10. It does not make it.
Nice.
Yay.
So it will take, how much was it? 6 necrotic damage?
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Nice. You see the vines kind of start to intertwine itself with the ooze. The vines some of them start to burn off, and in the space where they burn off, you see flowers start to sprout, and the pudding starts to like shriek and like scream as it's being wrapped up in these flowers. It's pretty cool.
Ooh.
Done?
Yeah. Actually, can I...
Movement action. You still have a bonus action.
Yeah. Who is hurting the most right now? Morin, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Lord, is really,
yes.
really hurt.
So I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
At first level or second level?
Let me see, because that would be
2d4 plus 4 versus
2d4.
4d4 plus 4.
We'll do second level.
Wow. Okay.
13.
Damn.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I hear very kind words of friendship as my pain lessens a little bit. Actually a lot of it, but you know what I mean?
Now Angry Cat can go.
Rar?
Okay.
Rar.
He's holding his axe and he just looks at it kind of sadly and puts it back on his back. Then he pulls out his hand axe and looks at it kind of sadly and puts it back on his side. Then he looks at his claws all sharp and he just retracts them back into his hand and looks at those sadly. And then he goes, "Oh!" And I pull out my javelin. And I'm gonna try and stab it at the pudding. So I'll go ahead and do that.
Send it.
I'm also going to reckless attack that because why wouldn't I? So
Sure.
I
I just picture in my head, and that's a crit too. I just picture in my head, he is just so angry. Why can't I use my swords? Ow!
Just covered enough to giggle a little
Yeah,
bit.
roll another d20.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, here we are.
Dang, that's 3 crits so far for the night.
It-
Nice. Roll your damage.
All in the same fight.
And double it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we can't do that. So just click this. Oh, that's not great.
8 damage.
Okay.
With this,
And stab at it because I'm annoyed that I can't use my axe, but it just doesn't feel the same, so I don't get a great hit in.
well, it may not feel the same, but the ooze disintegrates and falls to the ground
Yo.
nonetheless. And you guys are free from
Can I lift
initiative.
my leg and pee on its grave a little bit while it dies?
Take this
I'm not
smelly
gonna
acid.
stop you. I'm just not gonna step in it. I'm gonna back away.
Yeah, avoid the squirt in front of me if you want to avoid the cat piss.
You see Esavelle coming up on the top side of the farthest bridge around you. And she's kind of like, damn it. I missed the fun.
Yes.
Race up the stairs was
Fun.
quite intense.
Well, shit. I guess I'm the rotten egg.
Yes.
She goes and she starts to pull up her climbing gear and like resituate everything.
How did she hear the rotten egg thing? She was all the way over yonder.
I shouted it.
He literally
Oh.
shouted it from the ground floor as he started to run.
Wasn't he close to her when he shouted it? Because he was talking to her before.
I thought he said it as he
Yeah.
passed us.
Well, I said it as I passed you guys.
Oh well,
No,
you're
that's
yelling
That's why I
it.
was saying I had the.
You're yelling
Oh,
in a
that's
closed
right.
rock chamber. She heard it echo.
That's right. You were talking to her and then you ran towards the. Yeah.
I'd like to.
What was it? We were walking this way and we saw the crack in the wall. That's what led to all that.
Yep.
Okay. I'll fall down there.
As you start to walk down these bridges, you can feel the bridges like are not entirely solid.
I'll start flying.
So you'll probably want to watch your step.
I would like to step back actually.
I'll start flying around because I can do that. I'm gonna fly over to Esaville. Did you make it up
These
okay?
are doors, damn it. She looks at you and is like, "Oh, yeah, I'm just I'm out of practice."
Do you have any idea where or what we should be looking for in here? Necessarily? Like any...
Morin, make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this because of the piss?
No, it's based off where you just moved your person.
Probably the like half broken bridge right in front of you.
Yep.
I'm not on it. I'm like next to it. I think. I did 14 save.
A 14. As you start to step forward, you feel the bridge start to crumble in front of you, and you're able to take a step back as it kind of falls down, revealing just like an open chasm. Esavelle looks back at you and like, "Whoa, we just reunited. Don't kill yourself yet."
We miss any more fights like that, and you might not have more of a chance.
Well, don't run into things head fast.
You know what? I was excited. Excuse me.
She gathers up the rest of the things and starts to poke over here.
I'm gonna make my way back around the campus.
Zirak and Morin, make a perception check.
Then
Not my worst one.
Okay.
can I cast mending on my armor?
You absolutely can. You can fix that in -1.
Hooray.
Useful.
Morin, Do you want me to cast? Do you want me to help you with your armor there?
I'm gonna look
Is
back
this
at him.
armor?
Oh wait, are you all the way there?
Yeah, but he can fly.
I can fly. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
And I mend his armor,
Wow, that's
and then I
awesome.
fly right back.
Thanks. Um,
That floor is gone.
well, like look back a little bit and be like, hey guys, the other bridge collapsed under my weight. Do one of you want to go first?
On this bridge? Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah, this is the only one that is still mostly complete.
I'll walk out there, but it doesn't look very sturdy.
Which one? The first one? As you approach it, you get the sense that this bridge is probably going to do the same thing, but being the strong and agile feline you are, you realize you could probably jump over.
Can I just run and
A
hop?
Jolie can jump.
Yep, you can just run and whoop.
That's what I would like to do.
Then you run and whoop over.
Well, there it is.
Land on all fours, kind of. Okay.
Is there a door here?
There is a door there. You see, yeah, a door.
I would
Oh,
like
wow.
to run into it hard as I can without attempting to open it.
Without attempting to open it, you just want to smack
Well,
into
like-
it.
I mean, like, instead of like walking up to it and trying to pull it open, I just want to run into it as hard as I can to try and open it, I should say. Like, instead of, walking up and trying the door, I just want to slam myself into it and see if it opens.
Okay. Oh my god. I need to trap more of these doors. Make a strength check.
He is trying to kill me.
Doing it to you.
14. Okay. This is an adamantine. Just kidding. This is the wrong door.
Oh.
What's this? This is just a stone door. So yeah, you're able to shoulder check this door, and it starts to kind of like break forward, so you can
Okay,
enter.
I'll just push it and go in. Wait, I just put myself in the darkness.
And roll a new character. No, I'm just kidding. Inside this room, you see a 10-foot tall painted statue of an armored male dwarf wielding a battle axe and wearing a mask, standing at the back of a 20-foot tall high room. Before the statue, set in the floor, is an adamantine trapdoor with a pull ring along one side.
I'm gonna call out and say, "There's this big ass statue and a trap door in here."
Okay.
Thinking that the rooms are
What?
linked, I want to open the door in front of me.
Go ahead. And this one is an adamantine door.
I didn't try that one.
It is unlocked.
I open it.
Inside this room, you see 4 suits of rusted plate armor with helmets sized for a dwarf. Stand in the corners of the 20-foot high room. Each suit is draped in cobwebs. – Dwarvish runes are carved into the far wall.
I'd like to copy them down in my notebook.
Okay.
And then I would like to fly over to Morin. Hey, can you translate these?
Sure. What did you find?
I found a room with some armor covered in cobwebs.
Was it good armor?
Plate armor, but it's all rusty.
Oh. Okay. Well, let me just look at the words. I read what he wrote down.
You see the words as written down say something along the lines of a secret never before told will part Dermathoin's lips. And if you'd like to make a religion check, I can tell you who Dermathoin is.
Uma Thoin?
Yeah. Dumathhoin.
I also make a religion check? Or a history check?
Well, you don't know what they say.
Oh, my bad.
Alright, religion. Fuck. That's with a +3.
Fuck indeed. You know it is one of the Dwarven pantheons.
I'll tell Xerox what it says. I'll repeat back to him. It reads, "A secret never before told will part Dumathoin's lips."
Now you can make a history check or a religion check. Xerox.
History. Dumathoin.
You've heard this name before in your studies. You know that this is specifically the Dwarven god of secrets. Kind of like a Loki.
Tell Morin, this is the Dwarven god of secrets we're talking about here. So it makes sense. A secret untold? Is that what it said?
Mm-hmm.
Never before told.
A secret never before told will part Dermathoin's lips.
Do you think it means a legitimate secret? Or is there a puzzle of some sort here?
I guess the question is it a particular secret, or is it just any secret that the speaker chooses to say? I guess if you'd like, you can go back over there and tell the wall some of your secrets.
Yeah, I'll think about that. You hear yelling from that room. You hear Zirek yell, "Golian's bread wasn't even that good. I just wanted to eat it because..."
Jolie, what are you doing?
Do I notice anything funny on the statue? Like anything funny about it?
Make a perception check. You notice that this also seems to be a statue of someone from the Dwarven pantheon. And does feel... It does look like the statue is connected to the trapdoor somehow.
I will try to pull up the trapdoor. You said it was like just a ring with like a handle ring thing, right?
Like a standard trapdoor kind of pull ring kind of handle.
Yeah, I'll try to pull on it, see what happens.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
I think he says I have advantage on those, so I'm gonna do it with that.
Agile.
It's 'cause
Nice. You notice as you go to yoink up on the trap door, you're still kind of like looking around the room. You notice as you go to touch the handle for the trap door, the eyes of this statue start to burn and ignite as it focuses down onto you. and you're given just enough time in order to move next to the statue, and you see these 4 rays of fire shoot down right where you were standing.
Holy shit! It's trying to burn me.
You did notice when you went to pull on the door that the door did not budge.
This door won't open either.
Zirak, you feel... Is that a truth, what you said?
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
I didn't even like the bread. I just wanted to fight with Golian.
would you consider that a secret?
I guess not. I mean, yeah, I guess not. I think
we
everybody
all
kind of
kinda knew
knows
it.
it.
Yeah, I agree.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't notice anything happen inside that room.
Anybody have any secrets they want to tell?
Did it not work?
No, but I guess I wasn't being perfectly truthful. Oh, I have
It
one.
is.
I have one. I'm being haunted by a goblin.
Does nobody else know that?
I haven't told anybody. I
Okay.
think.
With that revelation, you notice at the foot of the statue, where it looked like it was just stone tile, it seems to now separate and unlock like a trapdoor would.
Way to fucking sell me out, you klutz.
Had to. Guys, it worked.
And you see a spiral stone staircase descending very far down.
I found a spiral stone staircase descending very far down.
Did I come over there?
Yeah, I was about to say, can we hear them from the other side of this bridge?
I yelled out my secret.
Okay.
The first
All right,
one or
so
the
now-
second one?
Like
Both.
The first one I know you yelled out. The second one,
Both.
oh, both of them.
Everybody
okay.
knows I'm haunted by a goblin now. I don't know if they believe it or not, but I mean,
Well, then, yeah, you all heard him. You all can still hear him saying that he's got a triple dent gum over there. Found a trapdoor.
Damn.
What do you guys want to do?
Seem to have secrets around here.
Am I even, like, able to get across that bridge?
You just got to jump.
Or jump?
Yeah,
I can jump that far?
yeah. You.
Can I use one of my.
Really?
I was gonna say you specifically will need to make an acrobatics or athletics check because your strength is not high enough to just do it natively. Morin and Ajoli could both do it
Acrobatics.
natively
Ooh, okay.
because
From
their
where I
strength
am.
is high enough.
Charity. Oh,
Because I guess I
Never
technically
roll.
jumped over to right here, right?
Yeah.
I said, can I pull out one of my
No.
javelins
Yeah.
and try to like hook the trapdoor thing and pull on it to see if it opens?
Sure. Make a strength check. We'll say at advantage because you're using leverage.
Okay.
It's pretty good. You go to jam this javelin in, and you realize that the trap door outline of the door is very cleverly designed into the floor and not actually a trapdoor. So
it
like
just
you,
basically is nothing.
yeah, like it goes into the stone and you can see it like break the design, so it doesn't even look like a trapdoor anymore.
Okay. Then in that case, I'm just gonna try and walk out over to here, I think.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And then, can I just jump over to this? Or do you need to jump back, walk around, jump?
I would
this
say
way?
you're all able to just go over there. You've all made checks and are adequately agile enough.
Then I'll be over here where the other
Yeah.
trapdoor is.
Did we see?
Yeah, it looks like Esavel went in that other room.
I'll go in the other room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might go join her instead.
Okay.
See what's this like? 15 feet I have to jump across.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine. As you go through, you can see that this room is open, and inside you can see the north.
Bloodied corpse.
The north and south walls of this 20-foot high room are adorned with dust-covered paintings depicting dwarf smiths working in their forges. An iron anvil sits atop a raised stone block in the middle of the floor, both fixtures draped in cobwebs. You can see Esavel kind of like inspecting the pictures. She's kind of like looking at the pictures and looking around the room. And she picks up a stone hammer that was like built into the fresco or the picture.
Okay.
And you see her kind of like looking at the anvil, looking at the hammer, as she pulls out a book and she kind of starts to read. She looks up at some runes that are on the side of the hammer and on the side of the anvil, and it almost looks like she's translating. She goes over to the anvil and kind of like wipes away the cobwebs. You can see that the inscription on the anvil says, "Let the hammer fall and the anvil ring." She's kind of looking back down at her book and looks back at the hammer. You can see her start to like kind of mouth some words to herself. She kind of looks at you and is like, "Well, bottoms up." And she strikes the anvil with the hammer. And you feel this like surge of magic come across you. And you gain 10 temporary hit points.
Oh. Nice.
She kind of takes the hammer and she sets it down on top of the anvil. That's pretty cool. These dwarves are so nifty. What did I hear? Your friend found a trapdoor?
Yeah, it seems they found the way forward in one of the other rooms.
Cool.
Did you get everything you wanted from this room?
Oh yeah, I just like to explore. That's pretty cool. She hops out and you can see her like Naruto run from where she is.
Yep.
Over and around to where Callista and Ajoli is.
Now we'll join them.
All right, you guys are at the top of this spiral staircase going down.
Is I'll go down the stairs first.
Okay. Boop.
Oh,
Who's next?
Not me to grab Morgan. I went to scroll.
I will be next because I was already going, apparently.
Okay. Also, Zirak, left or right?
I'm a lefty, so let's say left.
Okay. Same question, Morin.
Aim.
I will see him go left and go right.
Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
I was gonna say
Left or right?
makes
I-
sense to go in
I'm
order of
not
who's on the
a-
bridge.
Genetic deformity, so I'll go right.
First off, being left-handed means that you are always in your right brain.
Okay, so you're gonna go left.
Ooh.
Did I not want to
Yeah.
be in my left brain, or
It means I'm
I don't
always right.
except for when you do literally anything and then you're left?
In the dust.
So who's going left and who's going right?
Yeah, except when you race upstairs, or you literally leave you at the bottom.
Who's going left and who's going right?
You'll
Is it
see.
Joel and Warren right. Zarak and Callista left.
As you guys descend this 120-foot staircase, you've found yourself pretty deep underground, but this area is lit by streams of sunlight that pour down from the ceiling, catching motes of dust in their luminous pools. Ornate columns support a 35-foot high vaulted ceiling, which is adorned with carvings of dwarves basking in the presence of their gods. Deep alcoves line the walls, and piled in one of them is a vast golden trove. Out of this dusty gloom steps an aged dwarf, clutching a staff, carved and painted to resemble a pair of entwined dragons. One red, one gold. Despite the dwarf's age, his eyes are steady and bright. "I wasn't expecting anyone," he says plainly. "As you can see, this place is a mess. Perhaps you should come back later after I've decided to tidy up a bit."
So are we still in the hallway, or are we like out in the?
Yeah, I
Okay.
just needed to move you.
Oh, gotcha.
Bloop.
Sir?
It seems like you haven't had visitors for a while, so we may not want to wait until you decide to clean up.
Well, here you are. What can I do for adventurers such as yourself?
What is this place?
This is the vault of the dragon Oranax.
So Ardax did exist.
Yes, absolutely, he existed. Some say he exists even today.
Who are you?
Oh, pardon me. My name is Barak Clanghammer. Just a humble dwarf and, I guess you could call me a patron of this vault. A proprietor, maybe.
How long have you been here?
Many, many, many years.
When was the last time you had cheese?
Oh, real unspoiled food. It's been ages. Do you have some?
I'm gonna pull some out of my pocket and say, "You want some of this?"
Oh, my large friend. He just reaches his hands up, grabs some cheese. Just. Oh, it smells beautiful. Starts to just like take a bite and savor it.
I'm glad you feel the same way about it that I do.
It's wonderful. Again, who are you and why are you here?
Oh,
Explorers.
I am Morin Rosnar, a paladin of Tyr.
A paladin.
There have been many people looking for the dragon's horde, and we were
Well.
trying to beat them to it.
Oh, and for what purpose is that?
There are some very nasty people after this, and if we let them get it first, they might use it for very dastardly things.
So you plan to take it yourself?
We didn't know there was a caretaker.
Ah, of course, there's always more to learn.
How long have you been down here? Did you already ask that? I don't think I remember.
It's been years. More years than I would like to recount.
And Aranax just left you here?
We have an understanding. I am to keep his horde here and protect the city from other dragons.
Was Aranax a gold dragon?
A connoisseur of dragon lore. Yes, he was. He was the mightiest, most noble of them all.
Well, if he's a gold dragon, I can't help but notice your staff has a red one on it as well. Are there a red
Yes.
dragon? Is there a red dragon here too?
Not for many, many years. Let's just say Aranax won that fight between him and another very angry feral red dragon, and in their battle forged this dragon staff, and it serves now as a powerful artifact to protect Waterdeep.
So that's why the Zentrum couldn't bring those red dragons in.
The Zentrum. Red dragons, you say? Always up to no good.
You can say that again.
They're always up to no good.
I had a feeling he was gonna say that again.
Old guy.
Well, if your goal was to verify that the dragon horde existed and that it was protected, then I should send you on your way.
I've seen enough to prove my findings.
What about you, little lady? I see you hiding over there behind the corner.
Yeah. It looks like a big horde down here.
It used to be much larger.
Come on, somebody say it.
That's what she said.
Did it get cold down here?
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Wait, so what happened? If there used to be more treasure down here?
The gold circle is a big pile of treasure, and the green circle is... the gold circle is a big pile of gold, and the green circle is a big pile of treasure.
Ooh.
Can I do a history check on the name Barak Clanghammer?
Sure.
Do I know it from anywhere? 15.
That's pretty good. You have heard this name when dealing with talks of dragons before. You can't quite put the name to why you recognize it, but you know that this name is tied to metallic dragons somehow.
Barack. I feel like I know your name from somewhere, but I cannot put it to my mind.
Where do you think, young lad?
All I can think of is some sort of connection between you and metallic dragons.
Well, I did have intimate knowledge of the dragon Aranax before he bestowed this lair to me.
Bestowed it?
Yes. Him and Lord Neverember came to an agreement. I should be the protector of his ill-gotten gains, we'll say. Until the time he returns to collect them.
Ornix?
Lord Neverember was searching for the treasure. We rescued his son. What was his name again? Shit, starts with an R.
Rainier.
Rainier.
Rainier, yeah.
Oh.
We rescued his son, Rainier Neverember, for some of the, or a look-alike of Rainier, from some of the gangs searching for the treasure.
Rainier was such a good lad. He must be older now. It's been years since I've seen him.
And you're holding the treasure down here for him?
For Lord Neverember himself, yes.
That's strange. Why would they be searching for it if they know of you and you're holding it for them?
Who's they? The Neverembers themselves?
That was the rumor, yes.
Well,
I think, was it?
he knows where to find me. Well, that might not actually be true now that I seem to remember. Ah, yes, that's right. No, his memories were taken from him. He imbued those into an aboleth that I may or may not have made into a stone.
Would that be a 2-footish long stone that shrinks when you touch it?
With 3 eyes?
Prison wallets?
Maybe. Our other companion touched it, and that's what gave him the clues.
Sochi just holds out the stone. Ah, yes, you have the stone. How on earth did you find it? Did the Lord give that to you?
We recovered it from some of those other people looking for the treasure.
Do-gooders. That's not something you see every day.
Tier values protection of law and order.
That he does. I'll tell you what. He starts to move back towards one of the piles of all the gems. He picks up a handful of the gemstones, and he grabs a bag sitting next to the pile and fills it. Kind of takes a couple of handfuls and puts them in there. He walks over to the large pile of gold and puts another few handfuls in the bag. Walks back up to you and drops it in front of you. Well, for your bravery in retrieving the stone, I'll give you some treasure, I guess. If, of course, you leave us the stone.
I'm gonna look at Sochi. This seems like a good deal. I think we should take it.
Now, the question is, would Xochi give up the stone
For money?
for money? I
Money
think
and
so.
treasure? I think so.
It
Okay.
would be, I guess, a question for him if he wants that amount of gold or if he wants all the gold.
Part of me would say he would try and get more for it.
Yeah, I feel like he would either try and get more or keep it, but
He would try to pass off something else as the stone.
how close are we to a stopping point if we wanted to leave him?
We can leave with that question if we want. I know Ellie said she wants to go to bed.
It is midnight.
It is midnight.
I really quick before we go, I have the request that next week we go to midnight because then it'll be my 20th birthday when we end.
Yeah, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Coffee.
See, we
Okay.
gotta play next week now.
Yeah.
I will leave that up to Ellie.
It's not up to her. It's up to me.
I will leave that up to one of you two.
Ellie,
Listen here, Joel.
First off, you told me to plan the vacations. That's what I'm doing.